Oh, I'm dead. No yeet.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Ball Ages HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Marvel Contest of Champions live broadcast exclusively on YouTube. Now, we got 2 more days before we go back to streaming on Twitch. Actually, we have about 2 days and 3.5 hours. So you'll probably see about 3 to 4 more broadcasts on YouTube, and then we will be back on Twitch streaming permanently. And if you want to see more Marvel Contest of Champions gameplay, or if you want to interact with me easier, you can either go to Twitch or hop in my Discord. It costs you absolutely nothing to do either one. With that said, we have some stuff to open up. Let's see if we have anything in the inbox to open up too. Or if it's just crap. Looks like it's just crap. Still take it. Alright. So before we get to the 7-star crystal, let's open some garbage for you guys. Let's start with the free Paragon crystal. That is a tier 4 mutant. Yippee skippy. Let's go open some max sigs just to annoy you guys while we wait for people to file in here. I see nobody in here yet. Get your asses on YouTube, people. Not just the ones that are in voice chat. So you guys can see what 7-star I get live, and you can boo or yell at me. Okay, I will take 22,500 tier 3 alpha. That sounds pretty good. Alright, we got a couple of Valiant crystals for 5 to 7-star champions. That crystal looks cool as shit. We're gonna let this spin out all the way just to annoy you guys. But it seems like I usually have better luck when I don't tap, so we are not going to tap. I see 7-star Hyperion teasing me on the wheel right now. I think it's only like a 2% chance to get a 7-star. We have to go in this mindset that every crystal is going to be a 7-star. That is a 6-star Awakening on Juggernaut, though. That is nice. I will take that. The Gem Acclamation has begun. That's actually a solid Awakening, because I did not have Juggernaut Awaken, and I really love my 5-star. I know once I rank up my 6-star, I'm going to jizz faster than some big breasts on me. Alright, second Valiant Crystal. Are we going to get a 5-star? Yes, we are, but it's a Corvus. Unfortunately, he's Sig 200, though, so I'm not very excited. Wrong star level. But normally a Corvus Glaive would be amazing, no matter the star level, but I have a 6-star rank 5 and a 7-star rank 3, and obviously that Corvus is Ascended and Sig 200. But pretty solid. It's been a while since I've seen Corvus in a spin wheel, so pretty cool to see. Alright, Platinum Palooza Crystal. Nothing exciting here. What's up, Docky? What's up, Sharky? We are in voice. Saren was looking for you earlier. We get 1,000 6-star shards. That is nowhere near enough to open a feature. And Corvus will net me 275 6-star shards. Whoop-de-doo. Alright. So before we do the 7-star crystal, let's start off with an Exalted Crystal. Once again, we are not going to tap the wheel because I've gotten 7-stars out of this the last 4 weeks. Which is ridiculous luck.
Taking a look at the upcoming NFL draft.
Okay. Will I get anybody new? That is the question. Hands are off the wheel. Oh! What the hell is this shit? That's 5 weeks in a row we've gotten a 7-star from the Exalted Crystal. What kind of luck is that? He's an alcoholic, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Truth can be buds now. I think that's a sign he needs a rank 2 Diablo. If I have a Diablo, you have a Diablo. We all have a Diablo. What is up, Jeremy Blake? How you doing today?
Well,
that is definitely 7-star number 24, regardless of what this is. We're on to the main event here. That is definitely new. El Diablo. That's a 7-star. Truth is somewhere laughing in the background as we speak. That we both share a common champion besides Corvus. Can you imagine if I get a 7-star Jack-o'-lantern from this? Alright, who we getting? Okay, that's great. Big fat fuck. Nice. I'm not upset about that one. That's sweet. He is an ugly motherfucker. What is up with these ugly 7-stars? We got Diablo and now Hulk. Ugly. But that's not 24. That's 25. I don't think I have a single bad 7-star on the roster, if we're being honest. Hulk smashes shit and Diablo is suicide friendly. That's a fucking win, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we're on to the real main event now. Let's go spin out a 3-star and not tap it. Just to annoy the shit out of you guys. This is the real main event here, ladies and gentlemen. And hello, Mr. Chris. How are you today?
Back in a second.
That is wonderful. I still can't believe my second awakened 7-star is a fucking onslaught. Anti-venom. That's 8 levels on him. He is definitely awakened. Yep, Sig 41. So that means I used the gem and pulled him 5 times. Hey, Gujo dropping $5. Let's see if my notifications work. Thank you for that, Sal. Make sure my Streamlabs is working.
Yeet.
Might take a second. Log in with YouTube. Let me make sure it is working.
You know that.
Yep. Let's see. Alert box. Skip. I know how to use it. Copy widget URL. YouTube alert box. Is that the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. Why did that not come through? It is the right event list, too. Okay, something's not right about that. That should have worked. Yeah, there it is. Why did it not play? There we go. Had to pull it through.
Yeet.
The Asian porn star with a subtle yeet.
Yeet! Right? Yeah.
I'd say that's a win for the Diablo poll. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Alright, we are less than 400 units from a nice shiny... Actually, we do have something else we can pick up. From the Aldol Armory, let's go get that 6-star Lumatrix. Oh, we still got the profile pick. Nice. Alright, let's take the 6-star. So now we have the 6 and 7-star Lumatrix. That one is not as cool. The 7-star one looks way better, but we'll take it. So there should be 3 new champions. We have Diablo, Hulk, and Lumatrix. 2 7-stars and a 6-star. And we have 2 million gold, which means we're going to be broke since we got 3 new champions. But let's see that we use as much ISO as we can.
Shono, it's only donation, Shono.
Yeah, I did push it through. I did push the $5 through, and I responded to it. So we made sure it ended up on screen.
Sideways. Yeah, I got you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, let's go level up Hulk. Do I have enough class ISO? Not even close. All right. So let's see if we got it for El Diablo before we rank up Hulk. Mystic ISO, oh, yes, we do. 863,000 gold. Told you I was going to go broke doing this. But we have to rank up every champion. And 576,000 gold. Yeah, so we won't have enough to max out Hulk with basic ISO. 840,000. Yeah, we don't even have enough. Basic, tier 6. Whoa, 1 million gold. We have how much? 576. All right. I know you're supposed to use class ISO, but I don't want to run out of ISO and then not be able to rank up anyone. So we're going to use basic ISO. Bam. Hey, Dashi dropping $2 in UK money. W on the 2 polls. Thank you. I have to push that one through too. Right, that one has not shown up yet. That's weird. I can comment on... I can comment on Sal's, but I can't comment on Dachi's. That's weird. We'll check Streamlabs in a minute, see if that pushes through. Alright, so we need about 400 and something thousand to actually do that. Alright, we got some energy to spend. I will try to advertise that Dachi as soon as it goes through. Alright, let's finish chipping away at uncollected. Not that path. Let's do Quake. Alright. Guys, let's play with our new 7-stars a little bit. We got Hulk and we got El Diablo. Let's have some fun with them. No mutants. Yeah, I don't know why Streamlabs is being so weird on YouTube. I have it to the right one. It's not even shown on the list for some reason. Why is it doing that? There shouldn't be a limit. No, because there's 0. No text delay. I don't know why that's not showing up. Weird. Well, either way, I saw it, and I appreciate you, Dachi, for that little dono there. As soon as I see it, I'll push it through on the alerts. I don't know why. Like, I have the right URL and everything. The good thing about Hulk is the only benefit he really gets awake in is he gets that unstoppable. He's pretty usable even without. I just can't believe every time I bought that Exalted Crystal in the last 5 weeks, I've gotten a 7-star. That's crazy. And that's supposed to be a 20% chance. An Exalted Crystal is a 20% chance to get a 7-star, and I've gotten it 5 weeks in a row. I'm not even joking on that. I think that's how I awakened my Emma Frost. It's from one of those Exalted Crystals. Alcoholic just blasted through these Cosmic Champions. I think Diablo's just going to yogurt the whole roster. Yeah, 400 a tick. That's pretty good for yogurt for a 7-star rank 1. 7 hits. That's definitely room temperature right there. 7. That's like 3 heavies, and he's dead. That's pretty crazy. Quit being a bitch, Ebony Coleslaw. Nice. Yeah, the funny thing is the YouTube alert box has never been disabled, but for some reason it just does not go off. I don't know why. Like, I never hear a YouTube notification. Well, Diablo's definitely yogurting the roster sideways.
Some people might laugh at this one, but this is a thing for greater fans out there. There's also important to be careful.
Yeah, so even on that account, it's not showing Dashi's donation. That is so weird. Gudu-chan Rumpus subscribed a month ago to YouTube? Wow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that didn't even show up on the thing. That's weird. It's supposed to.
yeah.
Subscribers. It is enabled. Image to the left. That's so weird.
Yeah. Oh, wait, huh? Do that, huh? Oh, interesting.
Oh, I can make the TTS volume even louder. That's funny.
Ugh, bro, they need to do something about this fucking Battlegrounds matchmaking. It's actually crazy. Like, put you in a fucking... At least in the same account age or something like that.
That'd be nice.
Literally, it's fucking 34k champs I'm going up against and shit, man. And it's not even shit ones, it's meta ones. Oh. You've got someone pretending he's uncollected. Okay, bro.
Well, I'd definitely say between Diablo and Werewolf by Night, I'd probably do Diablo if you had to. Nice. Land heavy, evaded the first hit, got clapped on the final hit, got my Corvus charge. Let's go. Strategy. Now I can make Quake my bitch easier. Alright, got him down.
This guy was hoping I'd quit. Nope.
I had one guy the other day. That reminds me, I do need to do Battlegrounds, but I think I have less than a day on it. So let's go see if we can get somebody to quit on us again. And then we'll do some arena after we win or lose. The last 3 people just quit on me. They didn't even try to fight me.
That's funny.
I am sure that adults got, but there are a lot of like who sent that around. So, can't deny that the kids got on down. Humans has elite on down.
Oh yeah, that's an easy win.
Right away.
Let's see, Negasonic is gone, Domino's gone, and Kate Bishop is gone. 3 champions that are not in my deck. Here comes Hercules. This guy's got to quit. Goodbye. Bye-bye. 4 quits in a row. Okay, 5 quits in a row. I'm sorry. 5 quits in a row.
What? Yeah. I gotta love how good shit is. Okay, guys.
Now watch I actually get a hard matchup now that I'm using fucking Elder's Marks. Nope, 6-star box, I win.
Okay.
Your best champion is Vox. Get the fuck out of here. Let's see, Photon is gone, Adam Warlock is gone. And I am also going to ban Onslaught. Get out of here. I know I have an Onslaught, I don't really care. What's up, Casey? Wow, bullseye. Corvus and Medusa did not ban Hercules. Oh, he quit. He quit. You're a moron. You're a moron.
No way.
What an idiot. Did I not say he was going to quit when I saw a 6-star box in the profile pic?
He did not like it. Like, he wasn't going to get pissed. But wow.
So that is a lot of quits. A lot of quits. Let's do one more. Let's get these 3 out of the way so I can get all my rewards. People do not like my deck. My deck is really strong, actually.
Why?
The fact that he didn't ban my Hercules, he's a goddamn idiot. Let's just put that out there. Okay. This might actually be a legit person. No, he's trash. Yeah, he's gone. I saw 17K of your top champion. I thought you fight 35K. Get the fuck out of here. Right? Like, my roster is not that good. I mean, seriously, we got 34,000, 28,000, 26,000, 26,000. Like, They see Awakened 7-star Onslaught. I'm like, nope, I'm out, dude. Sorry. So what was that? Less than 5 minutes of work and I got all my objectives done? And I did nothing. Jesus Christ. Why are they so bad? Oh, Chris, with energy, I got 7,000 things. Let's see. I almost... How many can I bank up? 150,000. I almost want to wait to spend any Battleground shit until I'm Valiant. I'm being honest, sir. Also, can I buy this yet? No. What the fuck is wrong with you? Damn it, I need that to actually buy it. Yeah, that's pretty important because that'll put me at 43,000. That'll get me close to my rank 3 Medusa.
They are working with something else on the I would say, with those back, here's the light girl right now. Up there in the south there. He's an imperial line with the side.
Oh, yeah.
The pod on the south there. Take a look at what that's job about. Action at the back. He can hold his ground, stay above the back of the call Jack. The Alexander above average. He does a nice job. Back, hit that football ahead of him. But now, that's an average player.
I think I need 5 to rank 3 my Medusa. Yeah, I need 5.
That sounds like
it feels bad wasting a revive. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Right, that was a fun BG fight. I had to do absolutely nothing for 3 wins. Easiest time of my life. Yeah, I was really happy to get 6-star Scream and Venom from Arena this week. That was nice. Do that on Doom. Don't get any evasion bullshit. That's so weird that Daki's donation didn't go through. Udra's did, but Daki's did not. That is so weird. I don't even see it on the list here. Like, I'm looking. Daki donated $2. You don't think Jeremy's joining Quest? I'll yell him again. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna message his main account. We're gonna annoy him that way. Every time he doesn't join AQ, I'm gonna message his main account. Let's see. Is he what the fuck? We're gonna annoy him every time he doesn't join. Jack-o'-lantern's in the Titan, not the 7-star basic. I'm gonna have to try that Mystic Gauntlet though once I get some Science Champs ranked up that are part of that code thingy. I think Hulk is included on that. I was going to rank up my 6-star Hulk, but got the 7-star. That's going to help immensely. We'll just smash out some content.
Well, that's some shitty luck. 350 alchemy gets you a 50% chance of success. I had 411 and I failed.
Yeah, that's what, a 0.5% chance? Sounds bad.
Now I have to hunt up more diamond powder, more pyreal ingots. Pain in the butt.
Sounds like it.
And I can't even find a use for the failed ingot.
The town
Guess that
crier, the
gets
town
cold.
crier will thank you. No, I didn't do the Mystic one. I did the Tech one. I did that late, like Friday or Saturday night, one of the nights. That's how I got 5,000 7-star shards towards it. Now, I did get some of the 7 stars doing incursions up to Sector 9. So I did get a few thousand from that, too. Yeah, it was a pretty cool encounter. Like, I like the fact that you basically survive for 60 seconds, then you go to full health automatically. Medusa did a lot of work, though. Just shattered all the armor on people. Except for, I think there was one I couldn't do that on, but the big thing was just staying close to them, and so they would just degen their health every second. I hope they do more of those, honestly, because that was actually pretty fun. Yeah, so you can see how I did that. The stream on Friday night.
Microsoft can help fuel your business's boldest ideas with AI tools and guidance that lets you say, bring it on. Microsoft, challengers welcome.
3-star silver server, yeah. I'm just using it 3 stars to get the 5 wins. We're gonna be here farming some units. I need 342 to get my first 7-star Deathless Vision piece. Don't have any of those, Dashi. Don't have any of those 5, sir. I did get a Hulk recently. I know he's solid. I'm sure he'll be smashing. I think I still end up using Sentinel if that was at Tech Showcase. That was still a far better option. It's crazy that he is armor breaking immune, though. Like, 6-star Sentinel is definitely somebody I want to rank up eventually. The fact that he can heal to full health at the Special 3, pretty good. I think you only use it once. But still, the fact that you can do that is sweet. My alliance is wonderfully good. Lots of people I've known for years. We've gotten some new recruits over the last couple of months, like Truth, great pickup. We got Cal L, who I think has been following me since the Injustice 2 days. If he's the same as Caleximus, but even if not, still a great pickup. You know, a lot of people are my fans, and usually they're pretty loyal when that happens. There are some people obviously on the weaker side, but we have a map specifically for them. We have a map 2, so their champs aren't locked when they do AQ. But we still pull in like 180 to 185 million a week. I think I'm still going to use Corvus. Or, Hyperion. That is definitely one champion I'm going to grind hard for when he comes in the arena as a 6-star Hyperion. I'll have to definitely get 2 copies of him. I also should consider getting Awakening the 6-star Scream. I don't think Venom really needs one, but Scream would definitely help. And I think it went for about 16 to 17 million. Not that high. AQ is, yes, it is very repetitive. It's still very necessary to rank champions up. Does your alliance do map 7 or map 8? And if map 7, why? Is the honor rewards actually worth it, or do you get more honor using mods in map 8? I'm just curious. I don't think I use any mods in map 8.
Motherfucker, I was so close there. I actually done it though, thank fuck. Holy shit. That was difficile.
I can't even see what you're doing, Truth. Normally you're streaming on your tablet. This time you're not.
Completely forgot, mate. I went against this guy, right? And Battlegrounds, it was the last one I had to play anyway. And so the matchup was Corvus versus... Fuck, does it tell you the fight info? It does. But in fact, I can show you. Hold on. Let me go and screen share this quickly. I've never seen this in any Battlegrounds I've played, mate.
That's right, they didn't ban your Corvus. They must be using one.
No, they're banning my top champions for some reason.
Isn't Corvus one of your top champions, though?
Top 5, I think. Yeah, top 3, top 5. So if you look at this, mate, I've never seen someone do this in a fight ever. So I was like, is this dude hacking or like how?
Or they just quit out.
100.
They probably quit out right away.
130 second fight. But 100.
Oh, maybe their thing crashed. Maybe their client crashed.
That's what happened that one. And then this one, I done so well. I was like 75 health until the last like say 9 seconds of the fight, and then Atuma just went nuts and killed me. I was about to kill him.
Wait, he lost to your werewolf? What the fuck? He must have got a bad purify or something.
Well, for some reason, both fights I entered, his defender had poison on it.
I also had suicides on them.
Okay. But I got that done, thankfully, so I'm a happy man, Now I don't need to touch it for another 20 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm in gold right now. I'm probably gonna hit diamond pretty soon, or whatever the next rank is from that. Just by quitting. Everybody just quitting on me. They don't want to fight my roster. Which is funny, because MOG and Dachi have both beaten my roster.
Oh, you beat me.
Or MLG and Guja beat my roster, I'm sorry. I think I said Dachi, my bad.
Let's see what crystals in the store.
Cosmic Intact. That's what I need for my fucking Stark and Ant Spider-Man.
Corvus dip. Or a CGR. I would take a CGR. No.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh, you already got him.
Yeah.
Noel's not bad though.
First time awakening.
You see, AQ is an advanced way of learning, a good way to use your characters. That's one way, but you can also just explore Act 5. And that'll probably serve the same purpose. Doc, you know the answer to that. No.
You did not want to play Dashi because you know Dashi would you wouldn't lose it to be.
Oh! Okay, if that's a first time awakening, that's sexy.
Oh.
Oh, he's already 200. Well, max signature ability crystal.
Motherfucker. Mod, that's my first max sig crystal ever. What does it even do?
You have a chance to get 6-star Mortal Iron Fist, but you'll probably just get another 275 6-star shards. Yeah.
Cool.
I've never gotten a Mortal Iron Fist from anyone, and I have premiums maxed out. I've never seen a 3-star Mortal Iron Fist. Yeah, Hercules would have been a good pull if he wasn't SIG 200. That don't help his roster any.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ant-Man got bodied by Elsa.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker. You got the sigil subscription, right? Really, you can get that free thing for the week if you do.
Yeah, I already claimed it.
407 star chart. Yep, that's how I got my 7-star from that. I might have gotten it from a Juggernaut awakening though, because that's 275. That was a good awakening.
So. I saw. What I'll do is, where is he? What I'll do is he already. No, I'm gonna use some ISO on him.
Dachi says Null Awaken is great. You special one, reverse control, and Null gains unblock and unstoppable.
And I've got a cosmic rank up gem 1 to 2.
It's not bad.
And I'm not gonna.
Saves your tier 5 basic.
I'm not gonna use that on any other 6-star either. So.
Yeah, it's a solid one. Since you're at your core with an Hyperion.
Yeah, do I not have any? Oh, yep. Do I not have any cosmic left? I do.
Got some.
Yeah. And then I'll just use that to rank them up. Do I have a 2-3 gem? I do not.
You'd be dipping into 6-star Corvus supplies though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think you need 3. Tier 5 class.
Yeah, so I won't be doing that. But he's rank 2, which is half decent.
Yes.
Because now I do need some higher champs for Battlegrounds. I need to look at some of the war ones that I've got just now, actually. 6 stars.
I know Dust is super annoying in Battlegrounds.
Let me see. You said Dust?
Yes.
Where is she?
Siren can fuck some people up too. With that unblockable.
Did I go past her? Where is she? She's mutant, right?
Maybe she's rank 2 already.
No, there she is. So you said Dust and...
Dust is annoying, yes.
Let's see, do I have mutant?
One.
Not really.
There you have 1. That ain't gonna help. Dachi says check the awakened ability on Null.
Yeah, I'll do that in a second.
Yeah, notice my adapter hasn't cut out yet. This is a brand new adapter. Uh-oh. And it plays 2 passive at low levels.
We'll use this gem on Dust.
Yeah, 1 to 2, alright.
I know, but this is good because my ISO's coming down and I'm up for renewal on my monthly ISO soon anyway, so quite happy with that. Just doesn't really matter, does it? Will a 5,000 suffice? Oh wow.
And also,
I don't have mutant catalyst.
We might have some of those T4CC crystals though.
I don't.
You don't have any of those?
No.
Damn, I got
Where?
100.
I
Check your crystal tab in the. You opened everything?
I opened everything, yeah.
Oh wow. Well, you can buy tier 4 selectors for cheap glory, or you can buy. I think they're 10 units, but you can't buy any because you're negative.
You said from the Alliance Glory store?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How many did I need? 7?
7.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? My glory restarts today.
Oh yeah, I remember I was checking. Boost. I have 2 6-star generic awakening gems. I have a science 6-star. I didn't even know that. What the hell was I saving that for? Void's already awakened. Human Torch is awakened. If I ever get Medusa awakened as a 7-star, I can put 46 stones into her.
Oh. Hey, sure. I'm gonna watch one today or tomorrow.
We're watching it tomorrow. I'm gonna go dark on YouTube at 8. We can watch it. So I have a 1 to 2 cosmic. I got a 4 to 5 cosmic.
Shit.
I got a 1 to 2 generic.
I need to tell you, I might leave tomorrow, like that, huh?
Yeah, you did say that. I remember that.
Yeah. So, but I might. I can watch. I can watch on Netflix. I can watch my own. So yeah. I'll figure out. Yeah, I'm all like.
No, talking about glory. Oh, you motherfucker.
I was bullshit.
Got 9 of those in rewards.
Well, you might not get a mutant from those 9 though.
True. Very true.
Oh, we got the glory rewards early. Nice. Let me take those.
Oh, let me check the reward before I get up.
God, the honor rewards are so shit. I'll take the glory though. Well, I was negative on tier 4 basic. Now I have plus 24.
But I would have got 4 mutants from it.
Well, now you got 4 more for a future rank 2 or 3. Actually, you need some to rank 3 a mutant. So you're going to need, I think, 8 to rank. Unless you already ranked 3 dust, you'll need it for that anyways. So I got 4 tier 5s in overflow. I got 3 tier 3s in overflow. That'll be used on future 4-star rank ups. Full on tier 2 cosmic.
The reason I used all my ISO there as well is because it means that I won't buy shit from the Glory store, like waste materials, basically resources, to rank up Corvus sooner, because he'll be ranked up regardless on Thursday. So
I got 40 tier 2 alphas in overflow. Good lord. 40 tier 2 alphas in overflow. Why am I getting so many? Like, before we check, what science champion did you get awakened? Scorpion. Mr. Negative, Spider-Punk, Hulk Ragnarok, Mr. Fantastic, Quicksilver. Joaquin Torres, Titania. Wasn't Titania in the arena that featured recently, though? So I'll get awakened that 6 months. I should use that Abomination, honestly, but I think he's in the featured pool. Like, I would hate to use that on somebody and then just get it. Like, I'm going to wait on that gem, because like, I could pull Abomination, Joaquin Torres. I don't think Spot's in that crystal, though. So that might be a safer awakening. Let me see. I don't think Spot's in here. I know Abomination, I think, is in here. Yeah, Abomination's in here. Yeah, so if I don't awaken 6-star Abomination in 84 days, I think I'm just going to gem him. Why am I going to gem him? Because he gets a lot better awakened. He gets that yogurt damage. He's a lot better. All right, let's keep running these units.
But at number 6, you can obviously see everybody in the building, and I go, there is obviously why this is with it. I want the Raiders to pick at 6. I don't know, like, stop the people out there because I've been a fan of them all the time, but I hear this all why I'm nervous now, and want to trust me out on that idea. Here's what I thought that you end up going around one. I still think you back ends up going around one. That goals that come back those routes are going to cancel as well. If you would have actually come out of
Kick Rocket Raccoon in the balls and knock him out. Okay.
Okay, I gotta go
good athletic attributes, but his ball skills, you have to be able to see how athletic he is. He's got an unreal catch radius.
Get all these Thanos and Kang teams out of the way.
7 ball. A little bit of a limited route speed, not a lot of yards after the catchability, but at 6'4", 210 pounds, if you're somebody that wants the Raiders to draft better on this villain at pick number 6, I would actually say I would rather the Raiders just wait until pick number 37 and get them somebody like a Jaden Higgins, because when you look at some coaches around the league, what they say
But he got expired at 22 hours energy.
What are the effort? I don't know if I can say the same.
Yeah.
Let's go to another receiver, and I'll be real.
Which I'll use them because right now, because I've got that much energy, and I know that, see, once I've got my units back, then like I'm going to be buying more offers in the future. Anytime I complete content, I always buy the 10 extra energy ones with the revives.
Nice.
So like I know I'm always going to be good. So what I've been doing is every day, just to get it done pretty much straight away when I'm eating dinner or doing some work, is I'll auto fight the, what do you call it?
The gold daily?
The gold daily, and then I go to the ISO daily, and then I go to the revive daily, and it gets all 3 of these milestones done. So
I don't
just
like
use
the ISO daily. It seems like a waste of energy. They don't give you a whole lot.
it doesn't give you a whole lot, but there's not really much else that I want to do from the event.
What about the monthly? Auto Battle Conqueror. You get units from that.
Do you?
Yeah. All the way through
Maybe
Uncollected, I think you get units for completion and exploration of chapters. That's why on all my alts, I'm usually running Conqueror, Proven, and the other one just to get units. I got thousands of units on all my alts.
Got you. Yeah, you get what, 70?
And I think you get some in the chapters too.
120, 150.
Check the chapters 1 and 2 if you get any, or is that just ISO?
It's just ISO, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ISO.
Well, the chapters are still worth it though.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's probably, maybe I should start doing that. Is the uncollected much harder?
No, you should be able to handle that pretty easily.
Auto battle I'm talking about.
I don't think you're capable of doing it. I can. I don't think I'd recommend you auto battle it. I would. You can auto battle Conqueror.
It's the same amount of units, to be honest, mate.
It is, but you can also get.
No, you can't pick Contender. Is it only Conqueror where you start getting units? Yeah.
You should get some on the easy difficulty too.
No.
You don't get some on the first difficulty, really?
Unless it's the path.
Can I check or am I in a quest?
It's the path. 5, 10, that's 15, 20, 30,
Well, they put them in every quest. Nice. That's actually better.
25, 30. I think it's the same amount of units, just... See, to be honest, wait, surely not, right? Surely not.
It's more for proven.
Number one, but I can do him as a true number two.
What's that? 15, 35,
He did improve his lap running and contested catch
65, 85.
And that 4.54 speed, he's someone that's not going to wow you in the 40-yard dash.
105.
You get 160 units for 100% in cab uncollected difficulty, which is still better than 0.
You get 140 for doing proven. You probably get a little bit more, like 145 or 150 for proven. So contenders 140.
And plus, if you need the 3, 4, and 5 star from contender proven and uncollected, they just give them to you.
Because I could just auto battle these two while it's working.
Yeah, you could auto battle Conqueror probably too. Most of those fights aren't that hard.
Yeah. So that would be like what, 300-400 units?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That's why I still do the monthly, and then when you're manually around to do Thronebreaker difficulty, you can get the... Once you get that done 100%, you get the Paragon Gauntlet, you get a full Tier 6 basic, Tier 3 alpha, 3,000 7-star shards, and 2 million gold.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they put that extra thing in for Paragons, because otherwise it wouldn't be worth doing as much.
Yeah, that's true. Very cool.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Marvel's going to be doing a maintenance check, and they said it'll take about 3 hours. Okay. So I'll probably try to get an AQ right away tomorrow.
I talked about today will be a lot bigger for wide receivers, but only time's going to tell. Let's go around 4 here, pick 108, and when I start
I know today's going to be a broken stream. Like, I'm definitely not going to be playing Marvel during Raw. I'm probably going to be playing Ashton's Call. But for right now, we're going to be grinding some arena. It was a nice day, but it was like very windy. Like, it probably wouldn't be a bad day to be outside because it's like 71. It got a little warmer than expected. But I don't want to deal with that wind.
Size, speed, explosiveness, very raw route runner. But if I was
if I don't play a game on my computer, my room don't seem to get that hot though. Well, that's good.
You can tell that he's a hell of an athlete.
I know sometimes I use my computer, it gets really toasty in my room, but I haven't had that problem lately. If I use my PlayStation, it gets warm. But my computer, not so bad.
I think we might actually be able to win this war if we just get through the boss.
Oh yeah, I need to attack too.
They've died like 40 plus times. We've died 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've died 15, they've died 40 times. Really good at being able to grasp with the vertical separation. That's the ball like a center fielder. Doesn't have the best of hands, limited.
I take that Kate Bishop bullseye path. Wolverine. Well, no, I don't have my Wolverine. Shit, he's an EQ.
You see a lot of defenders look like if they're going on.
Boy, it would probably do some work in that fight, though. Boy, is available. I'll have to look at that. What one, the bullseye one? Yeah.
Where he's going to go.
Fuck that one up pretty well. Let's see. Continue war, join. I don't want to use Guardian.
Huge shout out to our sponsor today, PrizePicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app out there. If you're like me, this is maybe some of the best time of the year, whether it's March Madness, whether it's the MLB, the NBA, basketball playoffs are right around the corner. On PrizePicks, you can mix and match player projections from different sports. Combine your favorite baseball players with players from basketball, hockey, esports, and much more. Download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50.
I don't even use global chat. It's a waste of time.
today, you get $50 instantly. When you play $5, you don't even need to win to receive a $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Price Picks offers.
I'm a Frost. I'll smash her a Corvus.
Also, I think a lot of times I always try to do Raiders Season 1 and just try to show you guys what you can get in on. I am somebody where I'll look at more or less for Raiders, and just because that.
Oh boy, that's gonna hurt.
But if you're not doing anything,
Fucking incinerate. And they get indestructible when I get to 1 bar.
If you're planning on launching the game, I recommend that you're doing it. But if you see Geno Smith 22.5 pass touchdowns or less than 3,500 yards, like that light bulb should go off in your mind and go, dude, that's an easy more. And then all you gotta do is pick another one and put some money in your pocket.
Yeah, try not to get too many incinerates. So if I see one, I'm just gonna stop.
Instantly, and you play it for $5 buy. If you're trying to like your game, do it on Friday because they like to say
Seriously, 1% health. That wasn't too bad.
And it's going to make any time you watch any type of event a lot more.
Okay.
Let's go to round 5 here. The Raiders got picked 143. And there's a few names that I'm going to throw out here. The one we get
Same thing. If I get an incinerate, I'm just gonna stop until it goes away.
on Des Johnson. There's other people, and I know Raiders met with Des at the combine. Personally, I don't think he makes it this far because I think if he makes it anywhere past round 3, the Denver Broncos are going to take him because he's literally brothers with Nick. No, we can watch him. Yes, he had a bad 40 time, and he's undersized. He knows a lot more of what I would consider football fast, and not a great underwear Olympics guy, but because he's got a low average hand, because he's got a small frame, because he's
Negative down.
I'm just not as interested in Des Johnson, maybe as some other people out there, but in round 5, this is phenomenal value. And because the Raiders met with him is the only reason why he's on this show. I'm not going to put him in there in round 3 where some people think he's going to go. I'm not going to put him in round 4. That's still early for me.
Urban and coleslaw. Yeah, I like that path. Where are the nodes?
The argument I'd rather you want to get a guy like Nick Nack, wide receiver from San
I think I'm
Jose State. Explosively for with full body extended help. That's going to help win 50-50 balls. I also love dudes that love to compete. He used to be a quarterback when he first coming into college, and then people, I think, realized, all right, you're not going to be a QB at the next level, but you want to be able to help us win and compete. And you see that every time this kid plays.
I don't think that's anything super annoying. Let's try Okoye.
And the receiver in this year's class, he's extremely coachable. He got bigger, he got faster, he got stronger.
I know I'm going to get riposte, but after that, I should be able to melt her.
And look at what he looks like right now. That is somebody that said, you know what, I'm going to put myself in the lab, and I'm going to do everything humanly possible. That way I have the best season out there. The name that I've thrown out for Raiders fans is Ethan Doss. The Nash is way better than him, and I hate saying that Doss, you know, is the player that we all love. Throw up the Raiders fan, but if you're looking for the more athletic version of the Thielen Doss or also has insane work ethic, that's the type of player that you want to consider taking in round 5. Let's go to round 6. Raiders have 3 picks at 180
not bad.
and 215. I do have 2 receivers I'm going to bring up here. The first one is going to be somebody that I'm target at pick 180. The second receiver is going to be somebody that I target probably in the 213.
It's tax season. There's only one accountant who will make them pay.
That time I got a perfect ingot.
Good.
Cost me a lot. 20 additional MMDs just because of the first failure. That is not where I wanted to go. Sparkle.
Combination of an act where
There is secondary portal. Oh.
Kind of reminds me of a Matt Collins. Great combine, had a really good senior day, which is going to boost his stock. He is a physical player.
Same place my other one is. See where this
Calm
is.
down.
This should take me to the bugs. Nope, that takes me to the last place I want to be right now.
Oh, Nathan's back.
It's to figure out how they're going to help out an NFL team. Round 6 with his athletic ability, because when you look at just athlete, he is actually one of the better athletes in this class of wide receivers.
You guys are killing me.
If you want the Raiders or love when Matt Collins played on this team, I think you would also like Tesla as well in round 6. Let's go to Ty Bell.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Doom. I think that one's going to be easy.
Doom?
For me, yeah. Archangel will melt him. Do I have any healing?
Oh, I was just looking at Doom on my account and I was like, hell nah, I thought you were talking to me.
No, I'm going to smash Doom. Do I have any healing? 3,000, 14,000, one in overflow. Alright. I don't know why I have so many.
He just needs to get bigger. He gets embarrassed by physical quarters. Whether it's press man, whether it's like going up to get 50-50 down, or it's like him just trying to get him in and out.
Hazard shift, if I get the shock, I can fuck Nimrod up quick.
Is how I can say it. He's fucked.
You guys, I am entirely too old for this.
He was really their only player on offense, and I know that the Rams
Value
one of who has a lot of Maryland ties.
All right.
I know how much overlap, but I also know how important relationships have been for this organization this entire offseason.
Who's got Mixmaster? I was thinking of doing Doom with Archangel because he'll slaughter him pretty quickly. He doesn't have to worry about Power Singer or any of that shit because he ain't throwing specials. Just heavy him down.
You're looking for somebody that can do locker room for you guys. Guess what I'm going to do? The only player that I know.
What's up, Rats Red? How you doing, sir?
Well, the VA Las Vegas Raider, Ricky White, wide receiver from UNLV.
What's up, Cantona1? I stream almost every single day on Twitch. I don't upload a whole lot of YouTube videos these days, so if you're looking for me on a more regular basis, hop on over to Twitch. You will not be able to for a couple days because somebody wrongfully suspended my account for a week. But check for me Thursday on Twitch. I should do more content on YouTube though. I just have not.
Wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6. I would look at him as somebody like a Christian Wilkerson, where everybody respects that guy, and everybody knows that he is a limited athlete, but he does enough to keep himself on teams. If you could find me a Christian Wilkerson that also is a really good special team
Pockets and mismatch. Okay, well, I'll be able to hit another path once I do Doom. They'll send me to another one, so I'll probably do Nimrod too, if I get the option to. Probably just use like a war heal or something, if it's close. If not, then
1 hour. I think that this year we're doing a little bit bigger, a little bit better, and I hope you're getting back with those.
I have to make sure I strike into the shock, not the incinerate. I thought in the third section you can go any of the other paths if you start on the left side. I thought that's how it worked.
No.
I don't think it'll be in the corner, but that's some good damage.
No, 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 no. Oh. Oh,
It was a bad matchup with no charges.
Oh. See, I couldn't fucking... If I blocked them, it counts as a debuff, right?
I don't think so.
No, motherfucker. So I could've... See, because I'm an idiot. So this thing here says whenever the defender is inflicted with a non-damaging debuff, they gain an unblock passive for 6 seconds.
Oh,
so I thought that meant...
Running backs I like.
I thought that meant that fucking couldn't stun him.
I'll probably do an in-depth look at somewhere between 12 to 13 different running backs.
Fucking stun him. Motherfucker.
But when you look at the Ravens running back room, I think
That's
it's
fine.
very clear. We need running back depth. Raheem Mostert was signed to a $2.1 million deal. Sincere McCormick is good, but he's also been
Yeah, just
injured.
burn through him with incinerates.
Samir White stakes.
Hyperion can gain Fury buffs, yes.
Stakes.
With these Hyperion, just gain Furies and smash with a special 3.
So to me, I am
Okay.
confident when I sit up here and I say the Las Vegas Raiders are going to draft.
Yes, thank you,
a-
Red.
I knew it. He gets an unblockable.
You want
I
me
fucking
to
knew it.
pick up the live with the NFL draft? They
That's how you just let it go away and then do it again.
turned on.
It's only like 6 seconds.
After those 3 days, we're probably gonna get close.
So you just hit him with a heavy, back off, and repeat once you unblock him with it.
over those 3 days. So if you're a Raiders fan,
Oh, hell nah.
make sure you subscribe, make sure you watch it right here. So let's first get into the running backs that I've been
Where
saying.
all
the
my
Raiders
Furies gone?
are in round 1 at pick number 6. Here's the thing: there is only one running back that the Las Vegas Raiders.
I'm gonna need to throw this, aren't I?
go
I
out
would
and
just throw it now. Throw it now. Well, you got 4. Oh, you're trying for more. There you go. You might have him.
They have an NFL combine that-
Yeah, you got him. That should be enough.
W. Nice, good call.
Nice. I'm getting 6 and 7 star vision next, but I need 25,000 units, so it's gonna take a few months.
Then I think that he's also going to be able to do that.
That's why I'm actually thinking about ranking up my 4-star champions to make that grind a little easier. I think it's 300,000 to take every rank 4 to max rank 5, and even that's like 3,000 points per win. Like that adds up. 'Cause if you have 10 champions like that, that's 300,000 more points you can get by running each one 10 times. So it'll help.
Nathan's one of the good ones of the game, right?
Nathan is Noah's brother, but I think Noah also plays the account.
Okay,
Like, he's
so he
good
should
when he
be able to
actually-
take that.
When he actually tries, he's good. Yeah, when he actually
He
tries.
should be able to take that Kingpin then, yeah.
He's already working.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Okay.
got legit breakaway speed, and he isn't afraid to finish the run with power. He's dynamic in the passing game, and he can also pass.
How annoying is Apocalypse?
Protects the football, that can pass protect, and offers you all that stuff, and has a Chip Kelly relationship. That's obviously something that's going to be on their radar. Another running back that's going to be on their radar is
Corvus would have been good for that, figure.
Yeah.
Ohio
Would you still go with revives for 1 loyalty or no?
who I think it's really great on some of this inside rush, and that's going to be the style the Raiders going to go this year with Chip. Decent as a pass protector and catching the football, but you're bringing in John Duncan to
In the loyalty part.
and second down. Let's go to another running back here. It's Caleb Johnson from Iowa. He is the best outside zone runners in this class.
Oh, alright.
The Raiders want to kind of go with that
Nice.
outside zone running scheme that Chip Kelly has done.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few deaths I can say. So, I mean, that's fine, it'll be easy. I'm pretty sure.
I
should probably put that in.
Gain an unblockable charge. Gain an unblockable passive. That should be fine. You'd probably just.
Then, when you switch it up with somebody like Raheem Mostert, who's got legit home run ability.
So every 4 charges, they get an unblockable for 6 seconds. That ain't too bad.
I mean, jack-o'-lanterns and center, it doesn't. I mean, I'll fucking wait for that with the jack-o'-lantern. Like,
Yeah,
you'll be dead
Jason was
before
going
you
later,
can
right?
score.
He's in Thailand, so he'll be a few hours.
But if you're Las Vegas, you might have to consider taking running backs round 3 and later because of how deep this running back draft class is. Let's go down to round 3.
Getting charged from like just use it combat. Yeah, that would be an easy fight. So it's just really about finding my next fight. Absorbing man will shit on me. Thing will shit on me. Wait, what's his hell?
Absorbing man, if you can intercept the special 1, which is a double dash back, and then throw a heavy, you can shut that armor down. But it depends on what nodes there are too.
That one buck jump and hit the north and south. That's really, really popular running style right now for a lot of good NFL teams. As well, it's okay. But he did show some growth.
Nah, I would get shot on by absorbing.
Last game. If you like a good player, stick with him and just look at him as the player that he is.
Shock would eat me alive.
A lot out of Dylan Sampson. Let's go to another running back here that I watched the tape.
Well, you could always just parry for 12 seconds and don't attack into him. Doc, you said you're gonna do absorbing man. I'm gonna do Doom when I have energy.
Dash you can.
ability to
Oh, I'm not
catch
talking about the
football
boss,
and
Dasher.
swagger does lack that
He's not either. He said he was going to do absorbing man.
Where is he?
I said, yeah, I love
Oh, is he here? Oh, he's here. Well, can he go there?
You still got to get through that Spider-Man.
Oh, that's Spider-Man.
Somebody that's not going to light it up the NFL Combine, but when you watch them on film,
Yeah, he's in the next section.
It's because Noah was showing up, not him.
You could revive and fight Apocalypse. That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
Corbin just fight Apocalypse.
Apox probably the best one, because I'm pretty
think
sure
so,
I've
too.
got.
Ohio State, and I say that because he's already.
Pretty sure I had a team heal somewhere.
I'm at 590 already. Yeah, the whole thing about summer trials is I just need to run the roster quicker.
Yeah, I've got a single heal.
Well, it was one glory, wasn't it? The one loyalty?
Oh no, I've got the revive. I'm just saying I've got a single healing potion as well. And a team heal potion.
I would just take the revives.
What do you mean?
I would just use the revive, save your resources.
Well, what? Do you think I'd just go into the Apoc fight, like, use Jack-o'-lantern to weaken him after the Spider-Man fight, and then revive Corvus?
You could for a charge, yeah. And if you don't want to kill your Jack, just time him out. Lose half health. I don't think they get knocked. I don't think they get knocked out if you actually beat Apocalypse and time. Dashi, how does that work in war? If you time out, do you lose half health, or do you just? I know you lose the attack bonus, but do you lose your champion, or do you just lose half health if you time out?
Positive yardage, if you're gonna feel hit for 4 quarters, then when you switch it up with somebody like
I got a 3-star photon finally, if that helps you guys. And the fucking sun is glaring right in my eyes. I had that problem before.
The running backs that I'm okay with the Raiders taking in round 1 and in round 2. The names that I have provided, those are the names. And I think most people probably are looking at those names. But if you're on Vegas, you might have to take a running back round 3 and later because of how deep this running back draft last year. But go down to round 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to win this war. Because they've revived like a million times. It's funny.
And because his patient position, it's spectacular.
They're halfway, triple digits. This dude's stuck on card. Like his ass whipped against the Enchantress as well.
He was able to learn, he was able to study, and you can tell
Dude shitting himself to fight Onslaught. Don't blame him.
Popular running style right now for a lot of good NFL teams. His pass pro, it's okay. But he did show some growth, and even though he wasn't used that much in the passing game, Alvin really wasn't much in the passing game. He was there for the Tennessee Volunteers. If you like a good player, stick with him and just look at him as the player that he is with his coaching staff, and then you can get a lot out of it.
There's Nagasaki, bitch.
I watched the tape over the weekend, and I talked to my guy Tom down. You guys know I really value Tom.
How many units? 60? And 3 more energy. I don't need refills, bro.
He said, right short area burst with talent and break tackle. Offensive ability to catch the football and has some swagger. Does lack that breakaway speed. Not the shiftiest runner, but he told me he liked Kyron's mode. I said,
okay.
Yeah, I love Kyron. And he said that's kind of the running style that I think.
This will be nice, man. We can win this war again. I'm getting closer and closer to my 6-star awakening gem, generic.
I'm gonna get a 3rd one once we get this thing done too.
It's somebody that brings swagger.
What's up?
Once we get those elite targets done, I'll have a 3rd awakening gem.
Nice.
Which means I really should use one on Nick Fury and fucking Archangel.
No.
Keep one on hand for somebody else.
Which is what, you know, Jonathan Bates did a great job on Byron. You got a smart offensive line and you scatter ball
Judy Doom.
Dynamic player. You finally have a good play caller in Chip Kelly. Here's going to be the big
My second account finally got a 5-star Doom. I've been ranking him up.
I think I just got a 5-star Doom recently.
The Raiders end up taking the running back. You're not going to be
For some of us,
Oh,
personal finance
nah, block that there, dude.
just personal. We use money as a tool to help all the people called lives. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and
I think I forgot to do Tier 1 Alpha yesterday. I don't know if there's any time left on there or not.
Because the most important
And you're dead. I love Void just rotting people's health with debuffs.
I am going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to say that...
Tier 1 Alpha is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Fuck, I forgot about it.
Round 2.
Oh, we got the Catalyst Basic I can get a few units from.
It's Jetty at number 6, and he's probably the pick that
I'm so lazy when it comes to grinding Sunday arenas. Because it's like, that's my day off from arena grinding.
The second round. The Raiders at the Combine met with only 3 running backs. Ashton Jesse, Trevin Henderson, with shotgun. You guys played Ohio State.
Still get 32. And the overflow of these fucking...
Why? I the Raiders end up taking a running back on one of those days. So now, let's go to round 4 here, because pick 108. This is where some of the depth, kind of gets a little bit interesting at the overall NFL.
2,160 units.
I'm starting to like a little bit more. I just don't know if he's going to be there at round 4. I like Damian Martinez, and this is not a show me saying I think Martinez is going to go in round 4. This is me saying if I was the Raiders, this is where I would target him in round 4 if he's available. He has experience of both gap and zone running scheme, which I think does help out this Raiders team quite a bit.
Well,
he also has some size and
yeah, another champion I don't have to rank 5 now. Fucking Diablo. Since I pulled into the 7-star.
He wasn't used the passing game. He doesn't have legit home runs.
And Hulk, technically. I don't have to rank him up either. I have him as a 7-star. I can just rank 2 of them and be done with it.
Over and over and over again.
What about an all-Hulk Fat Boy team?
I have that now.
One of those, Shono?
You will for some masters, yes.
Wait a minute, should I? How many of these give me? Oh, bro, I might go and do some of these. That'll save me units. That's a good place to put my energy.
Yeah, you could do that too, right?
So what, that's 1, and that was on... So that was Blood and Venom. Blood and Venom, Moon Knight, Polaros, opposites, that's 3. 4th one from Mystery in the Realms. Okay, that's 4 for free.
Yeah, that saves 135 units, yes.
More, right? Saves well more than that.
Right, and I think you do need those for those masters you want to unlock, yes.
Where is it about usually have to buy them from again? Is it here?
Mastery, yep.
So that would save me like 600 units. Pretty much.
Yes, it would. And you can probably unlock one of those skills pretty early too.
Yeah, I think I'm going to auto battle that because it's like fucking so low, bro. The rate needs to be. Yeah, fuck it. And what is it? I just need it's completion. You don't even need to.
Yeah, explore it.
Sorted, man. Yeah, let's auto battle.
1 energy a tile. Yeah, that'll be quick. Recommended 550. What is this? 1 stars?
Probably, bro. That's crazy. I didn't even know that
2
was
stars.
there. Yeah, I was just auto battle all that, man.
Oh my god, 965 health.
That's 1 hit. That's looking at them in 9.
I think from my weekly web store, Chris, I've got 2 of the 550 cores for free.
Yeah.
See, how I got my masteries unlocked way long ago, I just ground arena. And I got all my units for that too. You get a lot of units grinding arena, but you have to obviously get the milestones. Hey, look on the bright side, the more 6-star ranked 2s you have, the easier you can hold a streak when Jack comes to the arena in a week and a half.
That's right, Jack-o'-lantern's coming. I forgot. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
No problem. I'll definitely help you with 20 wins on that.
Yeah, so I might actually invest a little bit in some, if there's ever any ISO deals that give me good value for crystal shards and stuff.
The Sunday arena, that's a Sunday offers, give you 100 tier 6.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the Sunday ones going this week forward. So that means I'll be able to get 2. Maybe even be able to get one in the web store, huh?
Yeah, you might be able to from that.
Yeah, I think I'll rank through quite a few of my 6 stars because I need to do that anyway for my Battlegrounds so that I'm not using 5 stars and just normal 6 stars and shit now.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting to a point for my account anyway where I can actually do good in Battlegrounds because my skill level's starting to go up a little.
I love this guy's name, Curly Fry 69.
But like, people that had him going round 1. There were people that had him going round 2. Unfortunately for him, he's coming out in a very deep class, and he was much better in 2023 than he was in the year 2020. So for that reason, I have Ollie Gordon here in round 5. Before I get into round 6 and in round 7, because I do have some other running backs that I want to talk about here. Here's the bottom line. I love Panda Subs. You guys probably been hearing a lot about them over the past few weeks because they're a loyal sponsor. And if you're a Raiders fan that wants to be able to support your own, then use code DRAFT for 25% off at pandasubs.com. If you want to know which products are some of the best sellers right now, here are some of the best sellers up on screen. Their pre-workout, their protein, though, every time they drop a new protein, it's always one of their best sellers. And I say that because if you've ever bought protein from Panda Subs, and I know that there's some people that watch the show, I actually don't think people understand how flippant good it really is. And every time they drop a new flavor, I've actually made this comparison before. It's almost like the new iPhone, where there's going to be people that go out and they buy it because it is the new iPhone. If you're a Panda Subs lover, every time they drop a protein, I have to try it. Because I love all their other proteins. It's also like a texture person. And they have real freeze-dried blueberries in this one. They'll have real freeze-dried pineapple, strawberry, dude. Like, it's insane what they do. It's such a good protein that and you almost can't even believe it's actually good for you. If you also though need a product that I will stand 10 toes on, it's their Super Nootropic. It's a focused blend. It really helps you stay concentrated on whatever you're doing, whether it's schoolwork, whether you're a gamer, whether it's just your average 9 to 5, whether you're the host of the Raiders.
All right.
Use code DRAFT for 25% off. And if you spend over $100 and you live in the United States,
20 wins in the basic arena, 20 wins in the featured arena. So hour and a half till Raw.
Just tell the payment stuff they have. $100 not good. Let's go to round 6. Got 260 to 118, 213, 215. If I'm going to be at this one to draft, I'm looking for people that I rely on capacity and people that I know that can protect Geno Smith or offer me a little bit extra in special teams. The first guy I'm going to bring up here is Todd Brooks. And for those of you that follow me on social media, I've mentioned Brooks before because you guys know how much I like Trevion Henderson. Todd Brooks is the Dollar General of what Henderson is able to bring. He's got a huge one over the past 2 seasons, 633 touches with the Red Raiders. He is great as a pass protector.
La Fleur Del Mar. What a name for a quest.
Style of replacement. I think that this could be an interesting one. His vision is not good. It's very inconsistent.
I'm assuming there's not units on the path, right?
You're like, this guy's incredible because he finds all the right
Yeah,
running lanes.
there's a revive. Health potion I don't need.
Just like running into the back of his lineman. And it looks like somebody that's not going to
That would be something if there was a team revive there.
What's that?
I said that would be something if there was a team revive on a path. That would be crazy.
I know that they're going to be able to provide value. And Brooks will be able to provide value on any NFL team that he goes to. Quite frankly, if you're a Raiders player or you're a Raiders fan, you don't want Todd Brooks to go to the team because he's the type of player that they would use him really
I can't believe how much damage Diablo does with suicides. The poison was ticking for like 400. Like per poison debuff.
So someone didn't ban my Diablo in Battlegrounds. Like, they done a weird ban. They never banned my Hyperion. Like, they never banned any of my good champions. You know what I mean?
Well, they might be using them too. I mean, Diablo's terrible on defense. So, Diablo probably won't get banned.
Well, I used them on attack because it was one of those ones where I got a really bad draw thing.
Yeah.
And obviously it was like 17k. with good damage and, well, decent damage. And it actually won me the last round to win the full thing.
Yeah, Diablo, all you really gotta do is spam heavies and you win with Diablo. And he does respectable poison damage. Then if you get him awakened, I think you get even more.
Yeah.
And you take less damage from poison, which also makes him suicide friendly, because once the bleed goes away, then you start healing health every second. So eventually you just heal back to full. And then his special 1, even with suicide, you'll still heal, I think, a couple % health, so it is still worth using, but the special 2 does some nice damage.
No.
I don't sleep on the special 2. It does some nice hits.
At this point, I always say it.
I'm looking forward to getting Jack-o'-lantern awakened. I've heard he's really good awakened as well.
Value, awesome, but I also need to have somebody that gives me some reliability. And
I mean, he's already fucking insanely overpowered for me on awakened.
Some solid vision when running between the tackles.
What I like is that he can parry mutant champions too, even if they, or he can parry. I think he can parry non-contacts too, just like Guardian.
Yeah.
Like Negasonic, who's annoying as fuck. Guardian can deal with that. Probably should start using him in AQ. Instead of Medusa, I can probably leave her out. Don't really need her in map 8 anymore. Definitely need Corvus.
Guys are like, alright, this guy stinks right now. Man, I like
Oh, good. Unawakened Serpent. That's an easy fight.
Some people probably think that he's going to go before this. I'm looking at it more, though, again, where I would take him if I was the Las Vegas Raiders.
So yeah, it's crazy. I got 3 generic Awakening gems. I have not even considered who I'm going to use one on yet.
Every single one of these rounds. Because of that, Woody Martin would be my round 7 target. If you made it this far in the video, shit, man, we got to be doing something right. And if you like what we're doing now, I think you're going to love what we do on draft day. This is when you slay out how many people tune in on each day. This is how many we were live. 6 hours and 9 minutes, 6 hours and 23 minutes, 8 hours and 15 minutes for a total of almost 21 hours over 3 days. If you're a diehard Raiders fan, if you're a draft fan, and you want to see things...
No, a diehard Raiders fan.
I do too.
Nobody's gonna have us.
Kind of like some of my friends that are Lions fans. I am not a diehard Lions fan.
Yeah, I'm just listening to Talking Heads on YouTube, so it shouldn't be anything that'd get a copyright strike or anything.
No, I didn't get a copyright strike before. And something like that, you'd have to manually flag anyways.
Yeah.
Right. All electric BMW i4. I started PHC because I knew we could create better golf clubs than anywhere ever. Visit PXG.com or PXG store.
Well, I can definitely say your headphones do have more noise canceling than your laptop, obviously, with no headphones.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about the headphones is I can't hear Bandit. Need to be able to hear my Bandito.
Yeah, we don't want to cancel Bandit.
ESPN mock draft time here on the Raider Sport. I'm Mitchell Renz, and the next mock draft that you're going to see...
I think Spider-Ham against Iron Man Infinity War is good. I can still throw those pork and poppers. TDAKZ. YouTube, yes. On Twitch, I do stream almost every day. My account is suspended for 2 days and change, so you'll be able to find me there Wednesday.
Definitely appreciate it. Also, today's mock is presented by Panda Sub. Use code DRAFT, 25% off at PandaSubs.com.
But hope you've been well.
Release an entire 7-round ESPN.
I do need to get better about actually uploading YouTube videos, but just haven't been motivated. How that auto block hurt my power game. I got 2 to stick. That should be enough. Yeah, perfect.
Last year, we had 283,000 people tune in. Last year,
yeah, it's not that I hate the game, it's just that there's so much out, and I just changed my overlay. Whoops. My bad.
I hope that you hit that.
I try to keep my adapter high up so I don't like bend any wires, so I'm kind of changing the weight, distributing it evenly.
This round, the pick that the Raiders ended up trading away for Geno Smith. That one was lost in round 3. So right now, as it stands, you have 9 picks in total, okay? And we're gonna go through here, and like I said before, I have no idea.
Hey, MLG, hello to you, sir.
My live instant reaction picks that the Raiders are making, just like if it's skip live and instant reaction.
No, I'm not working at Kroger anymore. I'm working for Home Depot.
Where
Have been since 2021. They pay better, and I have a lot less stress. So, like, I go in for an 8-hour day at work. I come home, I play video games all day, and I go to sleep. It's like the perfect work-life balance.
The Raiders were on the clock, and who would you pick? Would you go with?
Now, once it's like 80 degrees, I'm gonna want to take my fat ass to the pool a little bit. So, if you guys want me to open an OnlyFans and post semi-nudes at the pool, let me know. We'll hook you guys up. That did not knock him out. I'm surprised.
If it was up to me, I'm not ashamed to admit this. I'm gonna go with Armin Member. I want to be able to build in the trenches, and I believe that sometimes when you go an offensive lineman, it's an unsexy pick. But people probably said the exact same thing about Bolton.
Okay, Guardian should do pretty well against that.
I personally would go with Armin Membu because I want to win.
No, I was at Kroger for 13 and a half years. They fired me for a stupid reason, with getting whistle blown on Facebook. So I collected like 30,000 in unemployment off them from that PUA.
No, I mean, I'm not going to be upset.
I bet you they loved every minute of that too. And I was smart and make sure I took taxes out so I didn't have to pay it back. Who's laughing now, Kroger? The good news is I still have my 401k from them, so when I retire, that's an extra $350 a month I get from Kroger for all that years of service.
I need somebody that I can rely on down the field. McMillan?
And I'm sure I'll be making more from Home Depot throughout the years, especially since I put into a Roth and a 401k.
Here's what ESPN had to say on why they decided to go this route. Ashton Kutcher has been a popular pick in the Fox, but have you seen the Raiders watch depth chart? Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly want to run the ball, but they didn't trade a third-round pick for quarterback Geno Smith to have him hand the ball off 35 times per game. Raiders receivers good running backs, and new general manager John Spytek determined that he can wait and pick from a deep running back class later. Receiver isn't as deep as a Las Vegas Brad McMillan, who's 6'4" frame, and ability to win contested catches has won him fans around the league. Some point to a lack of separation ability, but McMillan has enough juice to make.
I have to keep peddling this fucking tokens away.
At the catch point would make him the Raiders' instant.
I don't know how he got 7 there.
Mike Evans, a great running, a good overall possession receiver, good hands. But one of the things that I love is Geno's ability to throw fade. I think he's actually one of the best fade throwers in the league. He statistically is the #1 vertical passer in the NFL last year. If you don't believe me, go check out my case video that I did on him. But because of that skill set, I like to sit there.
Annoying.
Which now means round 2.
Yeah, all your 7 stars up to max rank 1. Nice. Oh god, Dele wants a swimsuit calendar? Ugh. I don't know, it's gonna be $120 per calendar, and I'll probably sell 1.
Here today, I put it on my social media.
Make sure it's high, $10 a photo.
Idea of that content and Noah Henderson at 37 is his ability to be an instant.
I had all my 7 stars of max rank 1, but then I got 2 more. So Hulk is max rank 1.
Of that
Or no, I think it's Diablo's max rank 1. I need a little bit more ISO for Hulk.
But when you think about Hulk, he's a home run hitter. Gotta have a better offensive line on the
Nice auto block there.
See how some of those things end up going. But here's what ESPN had to say.
Barely got him.
Kelly coach Henderson last
I didn't feel confident throwing the special 2 against Hulk with Penny Parker. I was afraid like I'd miss that knockout, and
back to round 1, will reunite Henderson with Kelly in Las Vegas. He penciled in as a day 1 starter.
That would have been a fail.
Black Bowers, Tenderwall, McMillan to form a fun.
No, I'm sure Sarah would buy one just to burn it for views.
If they're going to be a little bit cheaper, which they've been in free agency. You do need a running back. You do need a wide receiver. You're able to go out and get those 2 players that also have a lot of coaching connection and relationship to this organization. Like Chip Kelly obviously knows Henderson well.
That would be a funny thing to try to produce.
The
Get a fucking calendar with one of my fucking eating suit photos on it and see if people would buy it. Yeah, right. They'd probably just Photoshop it and put it on a T-shirt.
Right now, if the Raiders start their trap,
31 energy fills. That's gross.
Jackson, I'm gonna be ecstatic.
I think I have like 15 though. I'm not much off.
At number 68, and you know, going.
I do use some occasionally when I need to like auto battle the gold daily.
Raiders, because I have a lot of confidence in this defensive line.
So I do use some.
Lines up. If you're looking for a Caleb on Chase and replace somebody who's long, lanky, really good athlete, I could see them going this direction with Jackson. Here's what ESPN had to say about them going this route. The Raiders locked up Max Crosby, but the first round pick on Tyron Filter is going to be hard. Jackson, 6'6", 200 pound frame, 50
Nice.
And this has also been.
No, I don't want to be a manager. Like, they've given me offers to be like a supervisor, and I've turned them down because I think it's a demotion for what I'm doing. Like, I have such a favorable shift at Home Depot. Like, I work 5 a.m. to 1:30 in the afternoon. I don't even work weekends. Like, it's such a good schedule. Like, got offered to be the big boss of the Roundwood at my last job. It's great to have those opportunities, but supervisor feel like a demotion. If we're being honest. Like, if the money was worth it, sure. It's probably not. The problem is, like, I have such a good schedule, I wouldn't want to give that up.
Because the most important thing isn't what.
So yeah, I've turned down a couple offers.
Where money means more.
Will I qualify for it? Sure. And the garden one was really tempting at one point. Like, I would have loved to have done that. It's just, I'd be very picky about my health. If you're lazy, I would try to get rid of you. I don't need no fat fuck lazy ass people working under me. Right, exactly. I don't want that headache. Like, I just want to come in, do my job, and go home, and I can do that. If I had to babysit people, that would be gross. Who's got time for that shit? I do not want to be a babysitter. I want to come in, do my job, and go home. And get paid good money for it. Which I am getting paid good money. $20 plus an hour. To just come in and stock shelves all day. Mind you, I listen to headphones half the day at work. So I'm either listening to Spotify or a podcast, and it's fucking great. Like, I will supervise the right people.
And I know corner is a need for this
Yeah,
game.
managers do take most of the blame if things mess up, and you're responsible for cleaning it up. Like, I don't mind cleaning this shit up, but I ain't a supervisor, so you're gonna pay me for it. You want me to work longer, like 3:30, 4, and I could probably stay anytime I want. Like, if I wanted to work past 1:30, I would. Why? Am I hurting for money? No. Would I like more money? Sure. But I'm not hurting for money.
Different people around the NFL that we trust. Long, instinctive quarterback who can be a disruptive press corner or can scan the field for ball production and
I mean, I have credit card debt of less than $3,000. I could easily pay that off in a couple months if I don't go anywhere. And none of it is, like, all the debt is financed. I don't owe a single thing that is not financed.
And this is what he's done in Seattle.
So at that point, it just comes down to, you know, pay a little bit off and focus on the shit that's bigger, PayPal, which I'll pay off a lot next check. Like, next check, no bills come out. So it'll be super easy. And a lot of the ones like Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, instead of coming out of my savings account, it comes out of a credit card, so I get 3% of that back. So if I pay like $40, $50 a month in streaming services, it all comes out through my Chase card. So it's like I get 90 cents back from that just for using that to pay. Like $1 and something a month back with the same shit I'm going to use. So it makes more sense to just pay with a credit card, and it builds my credit. Like, I have almost an 800 credit score right now. I think I'm at 798. My trans is like 778 right now. So.
About, I can't believe that the Las Vegas Raiders do end up taking the quarterback.
And yes, I do spend a little money on Marvel here and there, but I don't go crazy. Like, I buy the weekly offers, my summer sigil, and I'm good for the month.
You know, it's a little bit thin on the back end, right? I do think Aiden O'Connell is a good quarterback, too. But to me, in my mind, this Will Howard pick is you're letting Howard sit for 2 years at least, and you're letting him learn, and you're letting him compete with Aiden O'Connell. That's going to get the most out of AOC. That's going to get the most out of Howard, who does need time to be able to, you know, get it going. But since you know that Geno Smith is going to get a contract extension, this is a 2 to 3 year project, I would say, with Howard. Kind of like what the Green Bay Packers did with Jordan Love, but Love was the round 1 pick. Here's what Zerline has to say on Howard. Howard brings outstanding size and toughness to the table. He showed good improvement over the last 3 seasons.
Like Carnage is Special 3 better just because it doesn't take as long. Like, I know some people hate the Special 3 animations, but I don't mind it. Alright, 4-star rank 1. Just get these 5 stars out of here.
Accuracy. I don't fully agree with the consistent, like, mechanics part of it. I have said multiple times on the show that.
Alright, let's use 4-star Jack-O-Lantern. Hey, I'll get my 4-star Jack-O-Lantern awakened in 2 weeks when he comes to the arena. That'll be nice. It's kind of funny, though. Whenever I run arena, it's like they want to give me the champions I don't have.
Offense last season. I would have loved to know if Ford was available.
What's up, Mysterious Stranger? How you doing, sir?
Available, but I'm not, like, if the Raiders end up taking Will Howard, I'll sit up here and say, just like when the Raiders drafted AOC from Josh McDaniel, it does make a lot of sense to me. Before we get into round 6,
that's not too bad. I think that's an Act 5.
What'd you say? The next pick by the Raiders.
Oh, Negasoni's so much easier when you can parry her.
If you plan on hanging out with Jeremy Chubb tonight,
yeah, that's what I would need to fight Negasonic in map 5.
Pants on, and you're
map 6 actually. Jack-O-Lantern.
I've actually dropped 10 pounds.
I played Elder Scrolls Online. Yes, I do like the game. I think I stopped playing it when I went when I worked at Home Depot. Like, me and Vince were playing it for a little bit. Would I ever play it again? Sure. I don't hate the game. It's just so many games, not enough time. Like, even Diablo 4, Diablo 3, Diablo 2, like, I want to play those games, but there's so many games out there, it's hard to really devote time to one game, except for maybe, you know, something I can quickly get on and stream. Yeah, it's 72 in Michigan today. It got warmer than it said it was going to. I just don't like the wind. Like, I hate it when it's windy. Like, I'd rather have it be 55 and no wind like it was last Friday than be fucking 70 with like 30-mile-an-hour wind. That's too much. If I had my way, I'd be in California for the second of 2 weeks right now. If I had my way.
This would actually be a great way to help wake up, and you don't have that caffeine, you know, full part.
But when I decided to split my vacation weeks up, I think Chris was still working. He wasn't on disability for a couple of months. So he could have had me run out and do his chores when Darrell wasn't around. I knew how to do them, of course.
Comments and the description of today's show. Let's go to round 6. Pick 180. Still no linebacker, still no free safety. Kind of getting nervous. And now we're going to go with offensive lineman Bryce Capleton, 6'4", 306-pounder. Based off of what I see right there, don't look at the stats. Obviously, those are not correct stats. 306 pounds at that size is a little bit undersized.
Oh, wow, New Zealand.
Kansas fans, and because they are Kansas fans, I've actually watched some football.
He's 69 right now. Still feels like 69, sunny with wind. Oh, wow, it's going to be windy tomorrow, too? 74 on Friday. What the fuck?
Well, I sent you some rain this week or whatever, and I'm sending you the wet warm weather.
Yeah, you're sending me wind too. You can take that back.
I don't want it.
Mentality as a run blocker.
Oh god, it gets windier later in the day again tomorrow. 20 to 24 miles an hour. Yeah. Oof.
I would be a little bit surprised if the Raiders.
No, thank you. You can keep that wind.
You know, again, free safety,
Got another Negasonic.
That I do think actually values their offensive lineman a lot more than even
I might do Spiral against Negasonic. Arcade should be an easy win against Ghost. Ghost is not hard to fight.
Like Jordan Meredith, Alex Kappa.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online I do like.
Offensive lineman. I think it's probably more of a tackle than a offensive guard.
I like Warframe. I like Borderlands. Like, there's a lot of games I enjoy.
If they end up going.
I cannot stand playing games like Call of Duty. Like, I can't stand competitive games. I know a lot of people love those games. Like, the only thing I like about Call of Duty is zombies. I cannot play competitive multiplayer anything. Like, I don't like it. Like, I don't like PvP like I used to. I used to love PvP in Diablo 2.
Oh my god, another offensive lineman chase left, which actually I've taken one before in a mock draft. Really big overall lineman, but very skinny. This would be a prospect that you're going, all right, we're going to put him in a weight room.
I was a kitty part. I thought it was Negasonic.
Yeah, that's great. I remember watching
We'll use Arcade. And this still works. Kitty Part's pretty easy to deal with. I love zombies in video games.
You gotta be able to put some more meat on those bones, and you're hoping that it's just like every man. Like, you're gonna grow up to be an adult. You're gonna be able
South
to
Park bundle. What do they want for this? They want like $10 for Snow Day. $11.99.
highly experienced.
$10.55 I would pay.
To be in consideration.
That ain't bad.
Lack of playing. But as strong in his forehand, he does a
Season pass would be $20.
And using good hand placement to secure his run block. So I've talked about one before. Again, like I would be shocked if the Raiders took 2 offensive linemen before they take a linebacker or a free safety. I have no problem you're trying to build depth in your interior at all. But I actually don't think that the Raiders would take 2 offensive linemen in the draft. Because again, I actually do think that they are a lot more confident in their offensive line play. So let's go to the next.
No, I haven't played Black Ops 6 Zombies. I used to love. See, I got turned off by Cold War zombies. Like, I hated the zombies in that game. But it could have also been Savage Wolf, and he plays kind of like a tryhard, so like he doesn't explain nothing, so I'm just kind of lost. So maybe if I had somebody else to show me, I would have enjoyed it more.
Experienced guard with the measurables to get all the NFL team. Hunter has a broad, well-built frame, and his natural power is evident when he lands with some momentum.
Well, he turned it into, she turned it into Fury. Yep. Damn, 7 Furies. Might have to let that run out. I don't think I can take a blocked hit. There we go. Now I can. That should be money. Yeah.
I'm somebody where I'm not going to sit up here and
like
go,
I'll sometimes do Fortnite with friends like Becca, Saren, and them, but not usually.
Then that's a good pick at the value. 3 straight offensive linemen. I mean, come on, guys.
Keep it the wrong way. All right. So yeah, here's some of the games I play. Like we got the Batman games, Castlevania, Friday the 13th, Gauntlet, Hades, Marvel's Avengers. I used to play a little bit. I got Middle-earth. I think they're cheap. Not a huge fan of those games. I got Monster Hunter Rise and World. I got Wilds on PlayStation. All of those are great games. Especially, those are fun co-op games to play with people. Sega Mega Drive and Genesis. I got some Tales games. I haven't played those yet. A lot of fighters. I haven't played a whole lot of fighters lately. Obviously, I got all the Mortal Kombats, all of the Injustice games, a couple of the River City games, Rise, Skullgirl, Soul Calibur. I got all the Street Fighters, all the Tekkens. Not in Soul Calibur collection. Yeah, I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Streets of Rage. Like any game Dotemu makes is pretty good.
He's a nonchalant.
Let's see. I don't have a lot of platformers, but I really did like Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, Castlevania Anniversary Collection. Played the classic Castlevanias. I got a bunch of the Mega Mans. I got Portal, Bejeweled, Puyo Puyo Tetris. Puzzle Quest is fun. Tetris Effect Connected I've got too. I've got a bunch of RPGs. Like, RPGs are probably what I play the most. And a lot of these I don't even get to. Like, Collection of Final Fantasy Legend. Like, I played that the hell on Game Boy. That was fun. Like, Class of Heroes I enjoy too because it's like a wizardry style game. Chrono Trigger, Bravely Default 2. I need to get the first one.
I'll tell you this.
I think they're supposed to be remastering that later this year. I'm excited for that. Got all the Dark Souls game, Elden Ring. I did enjoy PvP with Chris doing Elden Ring, though. That was fun. I do like that PvP. I think he used to fucking carry me in that. DC Universe Online, Diablo 4. I need to finish the Gaia collection. Like, I don't have 6 or 7 on PC or PlayStation. So I'd like to get that. And I think 3 is only on PlayStation consoles, which I do own. Divinity Original Sin 2, great game. If you like Baldur's Gate 3, you will love that game. Don't have the new Dragon Age on PC, but I do have it on PlayStation. It wasn't that bad. How much did I enjoy DC Universe Online? I enjoyed it. It was okay. I didn't like put a lot of time into it. Again, it's the whole too many games, not enough time thing. Like Robbie, like if you like Marvel's Heroes Omega, I think you'd enjoy that game a lot because it kind of reminds me of that in a way. I'm excited. I think there's supposed to be a new Dragon Quest game on Nintendo. I'm looking forward to that. I love the Dragon Quest series. Got all the Dungeon Siege games. That was a little bit disappointing. I do have all the Elder Scrolls games. Online takes up so much storage, so I have it installed on PlayStation, but not PC. I don't even think it's cross-platform either. Huge Final Fantasy fan. If you couldn't tell, I have all the Final Fantasy games. I do even have 11 somewhere. I used to have an account. The Labyrinth games are kind of like wizardry, so I enjoyed that as well. I think Labyrinth I think that's who was. I didn't see any like community shit on it, so it must not be a popular game. But Monster Hunter Stories 2 was good also. Ni no Kuni, I got both Octopaths on PC. Path of Exile 2, I enjoy it. PSO2, Vince played a lot. As you can see, it's a pretty big game, so I don't have it down. Yep. Final Fantasy, I did also buy the 1-6 physical on Switch and on PlayStation. So I like having physical copies of games because if the games ever, you can't play them online, at least you have a copy of them. So like, if say PlayStation 7 or 8 stops you hosting from PlayStation 5 games or 4 games, I have a physical copy of it. They can't stop that. I got a couple of the South Park games. I want to get the Star Ocean and some of the Legend of Heroes games. I got a bunch of the Tales games too. I got Titan Quest, Torchlight. Triangle Strategy was a fun strategy game, especially if you like Tactics Ogre. It's another one that's really good. Got a bunch of the Wizardry games, Witcher 3. Back for Blood was a lot of fun. I know Chris has not played that one yet. Now, that's the type of zombie game I like. Back for Blood, like, I like cooperative, zombie slaying games, like Dying Light is another one. Like, I like those style games. I got all the Borderlands. I think Battlefield 1 was like $5. That's the only reason I got that. Contra Anniversary Collection, that was a classic. Got all the Counter-Strikes, and I got them as a bundle. Cyberpunk 2077, Dead Island. Don't have the new Dead Island on PC, but I did get it on PlayStation Plus. I got all the Doom games. I can't wait for the new Doom to come out next month. I will be checking that out. Yeah, got all the Fallout games too. Like, Fallout's another series I wish I would have devoted more time into. Like, I played New Vegas. I enjoyed it. I'd probably like all the Fallout games. So maybe when I stop grinding Arena so much, maybe I'll sit back and play some of those, or when I can do all my milestones in one day. I like Dead Island. I think that's a game that's better with friends, but I did enjoy it. I did enjoy Dead Island. So if you find it on sale for like $8 or $9, check it out. Even got Grand Theft Auto 5 now because it was only like $15. So I picked that up. Hexen was a classic. Like, I grew up on that way back in the day. And a lot of these games I haven't played, I just add them to my library, so I have them. So I can play them on my Steam Deck, I can play them on my Ally, I can play them on my laptop, on my desktop. Warframe I also enjoyed. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is pretty good, too. We got all the Quake games because I grew up on that shit back in the 90s, so I had to get Quake, Quake 2, and all them. And then I got AEW Fight Forever, Fire Pro Wrestling, NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. I got the 2K Battlegrounds, WrestleQuest, Rocket League, Retromania Wrestling. Of course, I got all the WWE games, have to. Yeah, for sure. You can add me on Steam, or you can add me on PlayStation. Let me see if I can get a friend code. I do have a friend request, but I don't know who that is. So if you want to add me on Steam, there's my friend code. Just copy that number down. 77908-317. We'll type it in chat. That's the friend code. Put that in, you can add me there.
So I recommend this for Engage for summer in cards. Replaceable as higher emulating. Sure.
Dead Rising, yeah. That is a good series too. That's more of a single player series, but yeah, if you like that. Also Zombie U, I think, was another one. That was a Switch exclusive or Wii U exclusive for a while, but then they just changed it to Zombie. Not a bad game either. I ended up getting that for the Wii U a while ago. I still have my Wii U. I still got my 3DS. I still got my Vita. Still got my PSP. I got a fat PS3 so I can play all the PlayStation games I want. Yeah, I think there's only up to Dead Rising 4, to my knowledge. I don't know why I thought that was Negasonic. That's Kitty Pryde is pretty easy to fight. Marvel Contest of Champions to me is a pretty chill game. Like, what I actually do in the game is pretty repetitive and not hard, but I do challenge myself from time to time. Like, I ended up getting Thronebreaker and then Paragon. I still need to get Valiant. I've never played Left 4 Dead, honestly. I've played the other one. Wait, no, I think I did play Left 4 Dead. That's the one that has 2 games, right? That's on PC and I think it was on Xbox. I think I do have that. Let me look. Yes, I do. I have Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. Yes. I think I played one of those with Shitman, too. Dead Rising 3 was the best. There's 4 Left 4 Deads?
DC, get down!
Are you talking about Dead Rising? I know there's 4 Dead Risings. That I did know. One thing I hate about the Steam Deck versus the ROG Ally X, they only let you use M.2 2232s, which currently top out at 2 terabytes. However, micro SD cards also top out at 2 terabytes now. Yep, I did know that about the creators for Back 4 Blood, and it's kind of a shame they don't really support the game anymore. Like, it's kind of just like you could still play it online and stuff, but they don't like add to the game. I think that would be cool if they would like revisit that. I like Back 4 Blood. I think Chris would enjoy it too with people. But luckily, anything I have digital, and I did buy Back 4 Blood digitally, I think for like $15 to get the Ultimate Edition. It was cheap. Luckily, anything I buy digitally on PlayStation, he can also get too. So like if I would have bought Monster Hunter Wilds, he would be able to play it off mine too. Okay, got a Destroyer. I think I'm going to use Bastion against Destroyer, because that's the only matchup I don't like. The other two should be pretty easy. Bastion does pretty good damage, so I'd rather use him against Destroyer. Oh yeah, you auto-block specials, I forgot. That is a nice thing that Sam Wilson has. Hey, what's up, Superman95? How you doing? Back 4 Blood was compared to Left 4 Dead. I think it was a good game. Like, I even like that expansion. Like, I know that we need to go back and do Act 6 one of these days, Daylight. Me, you, Saren, and Vince, or, you know, whatever combination of 4 people, even 3 and a bot if we had. I might lose this one. Maybe not. Yeah, I did. Okay. It depends on how I do against Destroyer. Oh shit. Is that gonna knock him out? I think it is.
Isn't that the point?
Not for Destroyer to knock me out, I'd lose my streak. No.
Oh, knock you out. I thought you were saying knock him out.
Yeah, I want to, but no. Awakened Destroyer could be a pain in the ass, because I think he gets charges faster, and he was trying to like rupture me to do damage, but I don't think it worked on Bastion. I wonder if I just go to a special 3, if that would be better than trying to do special 1s. That looked pretty sweet. Damn. That's what I was afraid of too. Alright. Fuck you, Silver Sable. Probably should have used Silver Sable, or Bash against Silver Sable.
fighting somebody.
Why are you guys still trying to get behind me?
I want to hit you in the ass where you have no melee protection. Alright, well that attempt to get to 20 wins failed. Let's keep going. I mean, that's the whole point of a game. You're supposed to play it to have fun. If you're not having fun, why play it? Like, yes, in Marvel's case, I'm grinding for units, so... Fun and purpose are two different things. The part that sucks is it's going to take longer to get 20 wins in both arenas now. Once I lost my streak at 13 wins to a destroyer. KZ Live must be TDA KZ, so I'm going to accept him. Let me look at his game list.
Possible the expiration society letters. It's the best start button is receive one letter from 5 months. Plus stress. And that's the second.
Let's see, all recently played, all games. Oh yeah, you got 1,000 hours in the Elder Scrolls Online. That's probably why you asked me about that one. Don't play Rainbow Six Siege. You do have Skyrim. DC Universe Online, I see you put a decent amount of time into. GTA 5, decent amount of time into. Have not played The Forest. I've played Call of Duty in the past. Obviously, I haven't gotten any of them on Steam. I don't play Dead by Daylight. I don't play Balloon CD Battles, but I've heard good things about that. I do have Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, but I have that on PlayStation. Do not have Phasmophobia. Do not have GTA 5. Don't have the Finals. I do have Arkham Knight. I don't think I have Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I do like that series. I don't have Cyber Hunter. Don't have Call of Duty Ghosts. Don't have Balloons TD Battles. I thought I had Balloons TD 6, but I'm not sure. Don't have AIM Labs. Don't have Kovacs. Don't have Balloon Adventure Time TD. What the hell? That's a weird one. Don't have Among Us. Don't have Need for Speed Unbound. Don't have Control, although I heard that game flopped. Don't have Ark Survival Evolved, but I heard good things about that. Don't have Once Human. Don't have Deceit. Don't have Ready or Not. Don't have The Town of Light. Don't have Shatterline. Do have Left 4 Dead, yes. Do have Batman Arkham City Game of the Year, Left 4 Dead 2. Les Goddess. Don't have The Rifleman. Don't have Codename Cure. Do have Counter-Strike 2, but I haven't played it. Do have Warframe. Don't have Code 2040. Don't have Ring of Elysium. Don't have Call of Duty Ghosts. Weird that they broke both of those up separately. Don't have Spellbreak. Don't have Action Tamanin. Don't have Little Nightmares. Don't have Ninja Kiwi Archive, but if that's the same guys that made Fruit Ninja, that's probably good. We played Terra a while ago, didn't we, Chris?
A long time ago.
Yeah, early on in the PS4. That was an MMO, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay. Marvel Rivals I have not played, although I've heard things about it, like compared to Overwatch. Don't have Combat Master. Don't have Apex Legends. Yeah, there's some games we got in common. Do have Destiny 2 as well. No Smite free to play. Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, First Descendant. Lord of the Rings Online, wasn't that made by Turbine?
I don't remember. I think so.
Daybreak owns it. Okay. They own Dungeons and Dragons Online too. Okay. I've never played that one. Cool, they're still updating the game though. 'Cause I know Turbine owned Dungeons and Dragons Online too at one point. Well, I remember they had that. Kept getting yelled at my build more of a medic. Well, in a perfect world, if we know how the fights go, that would probably work out better. I'll put both of those on my list. And they are free to play. Least I could do is just try them out. If I don't like them, delete them. I have to use the bathroom after I beat Bullseye up. No yeet. I think that ice cream's finally coming out. Two Left 4 Dead. Yeah, well, I know Back 4 Blood was kind of a spin-off, correct? I don't know what the other one was.
So, that's
All right. Much better. Just did a dookie in the urinal. And I think I just left my phone in the bathroom. Lovely. I think it got to 71 degrees today. See that high in the fourth video, 72. That's not good. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's interesting. 8 a.m. it's going to be 45. All the way through 7 p.m. it's still going to be 45. That's beautiful. The same temperature for 12 hours. Yeah, I'll probably bring a hoodie, or I'm not going to bring a whole coat. No, I'll probably bring a hoodie. Don't need a coat. Ugh. I forgot my phone in the bathroom. Yeet. I was so happy to get back and talk to you guys. I forgot my phone in the bathroom.
Your phone just needed to take a shit too.
Yeah, I think so. You know, with 17k champions, I wonder if he could auto battle uncollected. The only thing I'd be worried about is Captain Marvel, because you have to have a mutant on your team or you do 90% less damage, which is fucking stupid. And I think they have to have a prowess buff when you throw a special for it to do full damage. And Omega Red specials aren't the most damaging, that's for sure. You can't poison Captain Marvel movie either. Gonna do a rank 2s. All the rank 3s are in cooldown. Yeah, I remember before I quit 2 years ago, I remember that 5 stars were usable in the arena too. At a lower rank. Like when I quit 2 years ago, I think it was 5-star rank 3s and 4s. It might have been 2s and 3s. I think you had to use rank 2s and 3s. And the rank 4s and 5s, you could sandbag rank 1s. You could use any 6-star back in the day. But I'm slowly getting my roster to the point where I can use most of my rank 2s. I think I need quite a few more, though, because I have like 190-something 6-stars now. And I just got brand new Lumatrix today. I got Venom and Scream yesterday, so I've gotten quite a few new 6-stars last couple days. I find it funny that I've been gone all this time, and it seems like most of the champions they put in arena are people that I need. Like next week I need 2 more, Agent Venom and Spider-Woman. Yeah, there's a lot. Well, the good thing about getting 2 more 7-stars is that it will make grinding for Spider-Woman easier. Especially if I pool all my resources into featured arena and fuck the basic arena round 1. Go for 6-star Agent Venom round 2. Along with 5-star Spider-Woman. Yeah, there's a lot of 6-stars. I still don't even have that many 7-stars. I have 25 7-stars now. And I think unless they put 8 stars in the game, 7 stars will never get a death match. Even with 2 ranked 1 6-stars. I think it's impossible once you're at 20 wins. What is up, TDAKZ's wife? Hope you're having a great day. Might be evening if you're in New Zealand, or it might be morning for you, actually. It is 7:24 in the United States. I'm not sure the time zone over there. But hope you're having a great day. I do remember the name Superman 95. I think he's donated in the past, too.
Hey! Still trying to search.
Austin, get up here! Austin, get up here now! Knock it off! Get up here now! I'm gonna damn with you, Austin!
11:25 a.m. Okay, so you're probably the same time zone as Australia, then. I think Shipman's 16 hours ahead, too. I'm going to take the advantage against Cord. I think they'll do better. Sorting the birds out. That is very important in the morning, for sure. What's the weather like in New Zealand? We're getting between 40 and 70 degrees lately in Michigan in mid-April. Oh, they're 3 hours behind. Okay. 8:25. Yeah, I think he is 14 hours ahead of me, so it might be 9:25 in the morning for shit, man. I think. I could be wrong, though. I don't know if Australia has multiple time zones like the United States does. Sunny but cold. Oof. Well, still hasn't warmed up for you guys either, then. I still consider 40s cold. I figure 60s to be decent. Once you get into 70s, that's good enough for me. Like, 80s is great for swimming. Beyond that, I would rather it be 60, 70 degrees. I'd rather be about 70 degrees all year. Like, today's been the perfect day. Like, 72 leaving work. I don't like the breeze, though. I hate it when it's windy. I hate it when it's windy. Apparently, Dashi's money is worth more than U.S. money because his $2 in UK money says chat revenue is $7.64. So Dashi's $2 is worth $2.64. I thought UK money was worth less than US. Damn. That means UK money is worth more than US money now.
No, it's not.
No?
No. So for example, you know that little website I was playing the games on over the weekend?
Yeah.
To make a couple bucks. So they send it in dollars, right? So they sent over $5 and I got £3.50. And they sent that over 3 times. So $15 is like $10.50. No, dollar's always been a better currency than ours.
That's weird though, because Dashi donated $2, but so I got $2.64 in US money.
Well, maybe if we're sending, then yeah, it's better for you. But if you're sending to us, it's worse for us. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Like, for example, for the longest time, I done all my the account grinds on Call of Duty. I done it all sales on dollars at first, American, because that's who my audience was, American dollars. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And say an account, for example, because I severely underpriced myself at the start. I done like say $300-400 for like 6 to 10 diamonds, right?
Yeah.
I was only realistically getting, if it was $300, I was getting about 210 in my own money, which is still good for playing a video game. But
yeah,
when you're doing a service, it's not.
Here's what I want to know: in the UK or Scotland or whatever, do the Samsung Galaxy Ultra tablets have cellular over there? Because in the United States they don't, and it fucking pisses me off. Like their flagship Android tablet does not have cellular.
I'm not sure about Samsung, but I know iPads do. Apple devices.
Yeah, Apple has everything cellular, which this is that Android does not.
My gaming tablet doesn't. Mine's doesn't. My Android gaming tablet.
Yeah, see, and why is it so hard to get cellular on an Android or even a Surface device? Like
because it's Android, man. Like they're behind the times by quite a mile.
Yeah, like that's the main reason I daily drive an iPad Pro, because like I can literally take my iPad anywhere and I have an internet connection.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I think Android's starting to claw its way back up. But it just all depends, because I mean, usually like your main companies that on Android, like Samsung and stuff, I don't think they do I know there is a tablet somewhere that's got cellular for Android. It's just not any of the big brands.
Well, I know the mid tier of the Samsungs have cellular, but it's the fucking lowest storage middle.
Yeah, like something
why?
shit. Like they'll give you cellular, but give you everything else worse off. That's just Android play.
Right. Like, I would daily drive an Android because their screens are so much better than iPad. I don't have the OLED iPad, so I don't know about that one.
So much better if their updates over time didn't kill your battery life overall. Like, just kill the actual tablet itself.
What kills the battery is the brightness, I found out, and using that 120 hertz.
A lot of the updates slow your device down though, and it has been proven. They actually I think they took to court, or there was some sort of like public outroar about Apple devices.
I heard about that though, yes.
Over time.
Try to encourage you to upgrade your device.
Yeah, which should be illegal, if I'm being honest.
It should be.
I know some people that obviously with Call of Duty Mobile, where they were on the iPad Pro. It was the one with the M2 chip, I think.
Yeah, the
was
one.
it 2022?
I think it's the one I got. Yeah, it's the one I got.
The 2022 one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know they opt to play Call of Duty because obviously they're like pros. They're getting paid to play the game, paid a good amount of money as well.
Yeah.
They choose to play on that device from 2022 over the brand new M4 chip, if I'm right, that just came out like a year and a half ago or something. They choose to play on the 22 M2 chip over the M4 chip.
What's the reasoning behind that? Why do they? Is the battery worth it?
I'm not 100% sure, man. I played on both and I didn't notice a difference. And then I played on the Red Magic Nova, but that was when I was starting to quit the game.
I mean, one of the reasons I haven't upgraded my tablet is because I have a 2 terabyte with cellular. So it's like, I refuse to pay another $2,000 and change to get another iPad. Like, if I did, I would get an 11-inch.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I don't know if the 11-inch comes in OLED or if it's 13. Like, I know they skip on something. Like, I don't know if it's like one processor on the iPad 11-inch versus a 13. They might have stopped that. But I know for a while the 11 had something weaker than the 12.9. It wasn't major, but it was something.
Well, see, that's the thing. See, for me, for example, like, it made sense to just spend... thinking your money, it was like $400. Made sense for me to buy the Red Magic Nova because I wasn't playing like Call of Duty VR tournaments out on the move. Do you know what I mean? Like outside, like I was doing it all in my house with internet. So it made sense for me to have like a cheap device, but it runs like an iPad Pro. Yeah. And that's what they've done. So it's like getting your value for your money. I basically, for what I needed, I upgraded. And the reason I upgraded is because I get cash back.
Yeah.
A good amount of cash back, as well as getting a budget gaming device. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So in some cases, Android is good. Because with Apple, you really are just paying for the brand name. Android used to be so much cheaper. But now that they're starting to have a fighting chance in the market, I'm pretty sure like your Samsung, like your high-end Android phones are pretty much, if not more expensive, the same price as Apple. And that was the reason Android was what you would call the poor man's phone. Do you know what I mean? Because it was affordable.
And also, they took away the SD card, they took away the headphone jack. Those were 2 selling points for the longest time. Like, the S10 Plus was the last phone that had a headphone jack, and the Note 20 Ultra was the last phone that had an SD card. And like,
I wish they still done headphone jacks on the iPhone, mate. Like, see, having to get adapters and shit now.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like,
that's what Bluetooth, which is delayed.
Yeah, but that's what made the iPhone so good, is like you could plug in your Wi-Fi. I know you can technically do it, but they had the charging port and the headphone port. Most phones did. Now you just get the charging where you can only charge or only use your earphones. Unless you've got one of those fucking fancy adapters.
That's why I'm disappointed that Sony phones were shit compared to Galaxy, but they still had the headphone jack, they still had the micro SD card.
Yeah.
I would have dumped money. Like, if I could get the mark, like if they would have like not skimped on the Xperia Mark 6 or whatever they call it, I probably would have got that as my next phone.
Yeah, Android. I think
like they went from a 4K screen to 1080p, so like they downgraded the screen.
I think my first phone was a BlackBerry, like the.
Oh, Blackberries were awesome in the 90s, even in the 2000s, or no 2000s. I mean, they were awesome.
Well, I think I had mine in about 2011. I can't remember which BlackBerry. I just know it had that little small screen, and then it was the fucking keypad with every individual. Like, you didn't have to triple hit a button to get a letter. Do you know what I mean?
Well, and also with BlackBerry back in the day, touchscreen phones were not that good. Whereas a physical keyboard was just better. Nowadays, though, I think, other than like fat fingering keys, I think, you know, touchable glass makes more sense than having a keyboard on a phone.
I can send out fucking
near
enough a paragraph and like if I'm like off by heart, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably in like 20 seconds, if that, probably less.
I will also say, if you want to properly emulate a 3DS, get a Microsoft Surface Duo, because that is like the only thing that'll fully replicate like a 3DS emulator. And I've seen people use like certain controller mods to make it, you know, feel like an actual handheld with two screens.
Yeah.
I've also seen people mod an extra like mini screen out of the Steam Deck before and get the same effect. It's pretty cool, some of the shit that they've done. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I would love Linux if you could play anti-cheat on it. That's the only thing it doesn't support is anti-cheat. And it's fucking terrible that they don't. So, like, if you're trying to play Call of Duty, you can't on Linux because it doesn't support anti-cheat.
Oh, so you basically go against every fucking cheater known to man.
Yeah, because you can't actually play it, right? You can't.
Yeah,
I don't think Linux actually has that. Like, they had to change Elden Ring because at first it was supported by anti-cheat and it was laggy as fuck for some dumb reason with anti-cheat.
If you can remember middle, right, left, right, button.
I mean, let's be honest, like, fucking Warzone and shit like that on PC, like, it's just riddled with cheaters. Wasn't there a point where that game nearly died off because everybody was quitting playing it because of all the cheating?
Yeah.
It's really crazy to me, the amount of people that cheat on games now. Like,
I think that takes the fun away.
See, if you're talking about pure selfishness, yeah, it does. It takes the fun away. But see, the people that usually cheat, it's the ones that are completely dog shit at the game and are never going to get good without them, or they just really enjoy ruining other people's days. They're like what you expect a fucking 500 pounds, acne riddled, specky, just fat bastard there, a wee nerd sitting in his mum's basement that's never had like an actual job or doesn't go outside. That's what you expect, those kind of people. Like, they get no love or attention from people, so they look for negative attention in all aspects. That's who they are. I honestly see cheating, like actually hacking, it should be an offence, like a legal offence, because you're going in and corrupting game files from a company that has, usually they've got it patented, no? Because it's their game. Because if another game tries to copy it, the publishers or developers will get sued. So
that's very true. Yes.
What's different from someone manipulating game files?
Didn't Power get ripped or like sued by Nintendo because it was too close to Pokemon games?
Yeah. Power. Yeah.
Like, obviously they're still around, so they must have got around that somehow.
Probably
Nader Kaczynski, I am Paragon, but I am working towards my second rank 3 7-star before I push the Valiant. I need 4 more tier 6 class and about half of a tier 4 alpha to get Valiant. So you might see me push it later this month. but I need to get the tier 6 class first.
I just think because there was someone, the only way that legal action's been pursued, I think it was on Fortnite or something like that, was
I can only imagine the Nintendo people that got sued. Like
someone
Bowser.
hacked the game though, and like they bought hacks and they played it. Like they basically made earnings from the game competitively with hacks,
Oh,
and they
wow.
get sued in court. But even casual hacking should still be a suable, if not like some sort of legal action to be taken.
See, my stance on hacking, obviously if you physically own the game, you should have like, you should be allowed to have like a backup of the game, not for distribution, but for like your own personal use. If you're not publishing the game, like say a regular Nintendo game, or even like a Sega Saturn game, or a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Some games are collectible, but the games are already sold, so that's going to be in third parties' hands. Like,
well,
if the game is not for sale, I think emulation is okay. Like, if it's a Nintendo Switch you're emulating, Nintendo should go the fuck after people. Go after everybody.
Emulation and hacking. When I'm saying hacking, I'm talking your aimbot, like online
that's
world,
different.
you know?
Right, that's different.
Speed hacking, wall hacking, things like that. Emulation's completely different. In my mind.
My stance on emulation is that you should not be emulating the Switch. You should not be emulating PlayStation 4. And if you don't physically own the games, you shouldn't be downloading that shit. So like, if you have Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, for example, as physical games, sure, put them on your system. But if you're robbing the developers of money, you should not be emulating. Period.
But see, I agree with that, and the thing that counteracts that is like COD Mobile, for example. I'll just use it for an example. Like most of these mobile games, you go onto BlueStacks for COD Mobile to play it on PC. Do you know what I mean? You can play with other mobile players.
Right. But see, here's the thing about BlueStacks. BlueStacks is a jailbroken version of Android to begin with. And that's where BlueStacks can be bannable if people enforce it. That's why you see some of these companies like Diablo Immortal and all these other places making PC clients, because then you can legally ban people that use BlueStacks to play their game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, to an extent, emulation is somewhat good because it forces these companies to be like, we're going to lose out on money here.
Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends was another big one that did that. Correct.
Yeah, like let's make a PC client. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Diablo Immortal did that.
But do you know it would easily solve that? If these companies and developers actually listen to their fucking audience, like their customers. Do you know what I mean?
Like Wizardry Variants Daphne is a game that I recently played. It got a Steam release probably for the same reason, so you could ban the people that play on BlueStacks. Like Marvel Contest of Champions forbids you for playing the game on BlueStacks. If you get caught and like you're like, you know, making significant progress on it, you will get banned.
And that's why they're making a
beta PC. Yup. And like all the big games should, like even Balloons TD6 has a PC client at Steam. So like all the major mobile games should be released on Steam in some way, or Epic Games. And if it's not, shame on you for not allowing it. Now I know that Apple for the longest time, I don't even know if Fortnite is on the Apple Store. Let me see. But for the longest time there was an argument between Epic Games.
Mostly for games you gotta sell faster, but sometimes for other things.
Yeah, I think Fortnite is still not on, unless it's under Epic Games, unless they have a client on iOS. But I'm pretty sure
they've got a client for Androids and iOS, but it's only in certain regions / countries, obviously. I can play Fortnite on my tablet, and some can do it on their iPads as well. But it's through the Epic Games client, and it's very, very, very delayed.
Yeah.
Very. It's awful, man.
Yeah, I don't see it. I know that Apple had a big stink about Epic Games because they tried to ban it because they wanted all the revenue instead of, Epic Games doing a thing. Like even Marvel Contest of Champions is doing it now, where you get more units, for example, or better deals buying on the web because you're not giving Apple any of their money. I just think it's different for Marvel Contest of Champions because they're not as big of a game as like a Fortnite or a Call of Duty.
The difference is, right, there's some people that just, let's be honest, there's some people that have that kind of money where they just don't care if they're getting charged a couple extra bucks. Do you know what I mean?
Right. But if another company wants to do that, that should be an option. And how many people are actually going to do it?
People like Fortnite and that, they should have always had for the mobile versions of the games or whatever. They should have had something where they had a website you can go on and buy V-Bucks directly.
Right, and that's where Epic Games tried to do that, and Apple shut it down. I think Android did for the longest time, but then eventually they allowed the Epic Games client. Like, I mean, I kind of get, like, microtransactions. Like, if you're not making money off Fortnite, why should you have the game on their operating system, if we're being honest? But then that encourages people to use BlueStack because I don't have
Fortnite. Epic Games, for a free-to-play game, mate, Epic Games made a fucking fortune. Did you see some of their numbers? Mm-hmm. Obviously in their most popular year, and then even their numbers in their least popular years recently, their numbers are still fucking mental, mate.
And it's all for cosmetics.
Exactly, and see, this is the point I never got. It's like, see if you don't want to go reach out to your mobile audience, because that's what it was, the mobile audience and the Nintendo Switch and all that shit. But I think Nintendo Switch is always up. I
don't think Nintendo shut down Fortnite.
People don't want to care. Well, let's be honest. See, the mobile audience, the reason they're playing on mobile and not on a PC or a console is because, let's be honest, 9 times out of 10 they're broke. They're clientele. So
Android is broke, yes.
Why cater to something that's not making you money anyway, really? Like, realistically, who gives a shit? Do you know what I mean? But then again, if you want to be like, okay, but we want these players to access the game, then you're a multi-billion, probably near fucking trillion company. Like, just share some of it with Apple if that's what they're asking you to do. Or come out with your own device, your own platform.
But see, Epic Games is probably... Yeah, well, Epic Games also is a competitor of Steam. Steam is way better than Epic Games. But, kudos to Epic Games for having the resources available to say, fuck you, we don't need Apple's money. You can play the game on PC for free. You can play the game everywhere else for free, even on consoles. Because, let's face it, most people that have an Android or that have an iPad or an iPhone, they're going to have some sort of console or PC. So is it really killing their bottom dollar? No. It's not.
No.
If it was any other game but Fortnite, it probably would. But Fortnite is in a unique spot, and obviously people like Ninja and all them helped it out, and probably even people like Dr. Disrespect, if he played it, people like them, they were a big part of why, the game got so huge. And it is, Fortnite is, I don't like competitive shooters, but that game definitely has a niche with people. And some people like build it. I can't fucking stand it. I don't want to build in games because that just causes griefing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
If buying a game doesn't mean we don't own it and pirating it isn't still right. Technically, we don't own any of the games on Steam. We don't have a physical copy of anything on Steam. It's just probably never going to go anywhere. So I'm pretty sure people's Steam libraries are going to be safe. Whereas Epic Games, they probably do make money, but let's face it, Steam probably makes 90 to 95% of the money. And Epic Games makes the last, whatever less than 10% is. Which is probably why they offer free games to get you to play on the platform.
Yeah,
I think the
But
only
the-
game
yeah.
I've ever bought on Epic Games was Borderlands 3 because for a while it was not on Steam, and I fucking hate that Epic Games pays for exclusivity. Like, I will not support a game that gets early access on Epic Games. I will not. Like, I will wait for a fucking Steam release before I buy it. Like, Dungeon Defenders, or Darkest Dungeon 2 had that early access on Epic Games. I did not buy it. I'm not gonna buy a game, like, and obviously I bought it on PlayStation anyways, because I didn't have it in my library, but I refuse to support Epic Games for buying anything. Not a dime.
I mean, a lot of Americans, not just Americans, there's other countries as well, but the main part of it is a lot of Americans refuse to support Epic Games by playing Epic Games or like giving them money and stuff because they're Chinese owned.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me look at that.
It goes up at the end, even back to it.
Epic Games are Chinese owned. I'm 99% sure of it.
I'm seeing American video game and software developer and publisher based in Cary, North Carolina. The company was founded by Tim Sweeney as Potomac Computer Systems in 1991, originally located in his parents' house in Potomac, Maryland. Following its first commercial video game release, ZZT, in 1991, the company became Epic Mega Games in early 1992 and brought on Mark Rain, who has been its vice president since. After moving the headquarters to Cary in 1999, the studio changed to Epic Games.
Who am I thinking about? Am I getting confused?
Tencent does own 35% of it, but Tim Sweeney owns the majority. Sony owns 5.4%. Kirkby owns 3.2%. Walt Disney owns 9% of it. So yes, Tencent does own a stake, but they are not majority owner. Tencent is a Chinese company. But
Is it Tencent?
Yes.
Okay.
But Tim Sweeney is the majority owner.
Right.
Right.
And
know,
Epic Games has Unreal Engine.
There was some sort of uproar. I need to find it. It was like, I mean, because how long's that been out for now? Since like 2017, 2018. If we're talking about Fortnite specifically. There was some sort of uproar. I think it was in 2019 or something. I could have swore it was Epic Games, though.
It's a partial investment by the Chinese company Tencent. Some consumers have become wary of Epic Games' reliability and use of their data, particularly in relation with the Epic Games Store. These concerns have been connected to broader issues of general distrust of the Chinese government and Chinese corporations among some Western video game players. Epic has stated that Tencent does not have access to any of this private data, nor provides this data to the Chinese government. We don't know that. They could just be covering it up. In late March 2020, accusations began circulating on social media that the Epic Games social networking app House Party led to other services such as Netflix and Spotify being hacked. However, both Epic and Life on Air claimed this was a smear campaign against its product. On August 2020, Epic released a version of Fortnite that included a permanent discount on V-Bucks across all platforms except iOS and Android devices. If they purchased directly through Epic, bypassing Apple and Google storefronts, both Apple and Google immediately delisted the game for violating the storefront, turned the service by including their own storefront, which led Epic to file lawsuits against both companies the same day, accusing them of antitrust behavior and how they operate their app stores. While Apple was ultimately victorious in a bench trial and upheld through appeals, Google's actions were found to be monopolistic by a jury trial in December 2023. Wow. So yeah, Apple won the war and Google did not. Interesting. Learned something new today.
No, I'm getting mixed up with
But they are almost Chinese owned. Like if Tim Sweeney sells any stock, it is going to be a Chinese company. Like they do have, they do have a major stake in it.
They've got 40%, yeah.
That's a lot. Well,
but it wasn't just that. So that was the minor uproar. The major uproar was Trovo, the streaming platform. That was like largely backed by Tencent, that was trying to compete with the streaming platform Twitch. That was the uproar. It was Trovo. It wasn't.
Well, there was another Chinese one that I know. It's not Tencent. There's another one that people really despise. I think it is the same one that did Diablo Immortal. There's a different Chinese one. It's not Tencent. There's another one that's an even bigger offender. Chinese bullshit.
Chinese gaming company?
Yes. Let me see who did Diablo Immortal.
Are you talking about NetEase?
Yes. That's the one that's under more fire.
Marvel Rivals is a NetEase game.
Editing, but I'm running out to Slash Tunnels to do video mana infusion on Dark Isle. This is another that I recommend.
What video games were made by NetEase? There was Life After, Knives Out, Marvel Super War, Diablo Immortal.
Yeah. Marvel Rivals, Once Human, Bloodstrike, Dead by Daylight Mobile, Lost Light,
Rules of Survival.
Lord of the Rings, Rise of War, Astacraft, Bloodstained Ritual. Really?
Yeah, wrap it up.
I like that game. Really?
Once again, recap what I think are the best quests in Silver Age. Yeah, if you can't solve everything, no problem.
Dead by Daylight.
It was a 505 Games publisher, but where? Oh, it's on. Wait a minute. It's on mobile? Hold on.
This episode's going to be 180 to 200, so to get you guys there, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have an awesome rest of your day.
I don't see it on here. Did I spell it wrong?
Hey, welcome back to the Level Guide. This is our 6th episode of 180 to 200. So right 180, I'm going to prioritize getting my society initiation done. That way I can get started on doing society tasks. Getting mastered in your society opens up an extra logjam, which is one of the main points in game progression. Plus, with each rank promotion, you'll get some quality XP and some gear pulls. Just want to make sure when you finish your task that you give all the ribbons to the commendations officer. So after buying a few dispel accounts with the society tokens being earned, I'm going to head over to Rent and Temple Weapons. It's a group quest that if you're on the Mistress, it's usually run around 4:45 p.m. Pacific every day. The Mistress version is custom content that's increased difficulty from the retail version. Nothing to worry about. It's not something where you're going to burden people by being new. I highly recommend you just go. I solo this about Melee me 4 times, including in the league with our more games films. 2 of those videos are on YouTube. If you want to check them out. One thing I didn't realize until recently is that if you die, you can just portable recall, which makes it way less daunting. And one more thing, you can't save these turns in your inventory until you're 200 plus in Lumen Swag, which we'll get into in a second. Alright, getting back to our typical.
What game is it you're looking for?
Trying to see Bloodstained Ritual of the Night was on here, but I don't see it. It says it's on iOS and Android.
For 6 lessons.
Unless it got.
You said Bloodstain?
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, yes. Alright, it is almost 8 o'clock, so I'm about to go dark on YouTube. If you guys want to watch Raw, it's going to be in Discord.